This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Na Kevin Taylor say NJBA ni petitri bi sambe fi MPP musa na ala nchiramaten fi mo. Oh, oso bi be film follow bi be samba. Na ma fo kan mani ase omodo mani ko bu Kennedy o se nye Kennedy enye da mo nwena na mo be fi bebi foforo na aba no one ne team bitimi afo bi efi MPP mu akosisi no ode ne ba oba be ledi MPP ama ma tafre na ho ono Kevin Taylor o se ba mi office ye jimi mo be ye campaign mo didim ho atemi twetwa mo ho ti wi aba e ka se wo ka o mabum ko pepe bitina polado mo kire amani abedia betie Kevin Taylor say wo de na wonye da amafo yerem enwema entro no witwasa na ye fenese vim lady waye den Kevin Taylor den ne de so ne na ya ye fine yo na vim lady ye Kevin Taylor den wo dina terms I was kokofu hu Kevin Taylor yi ba mama no akasem ye tie no
yes mo nyin press conference 2 million Ghana no amom 30,000 mo fanko do de akora ko to de am oba wagigi omo a men na basa kakra Jimmy ohun so mo Jimmy na miracle aboaje ene masamudu ene eye Mustafa de eti table ho a ohun omo nyina so mo Jimmy ta akwa na akoko bi ni ase no wagi sika 2024 wagido or the press conference Bawumia communication Debia press conference wagi sika to ye ohun so mo Jimmy. Because the more they keep Bawumia in front of the party, the more he makes money. And I'm here. Say, if they change the leadership of the NPP, and I change Bawumia, Miracle Abuaje is nobody. So why do you think he's always screaming? He's protecting his wealth. Na mumu smart na. Miracle Abuaje, the day you change Bawumia as a flag bearer, Miracle Abuaje becomes a poor man from that day. Miracle Abuaje no ye DC ene Kufuado se abokro no ne pamo no me de ne se onfa determination letter mra na onkyere se enye sika no wia ne pam no ontumi nye. Miracle Abuaje me say I dared him. Me say oye DC na pamo no onfa determination letter me kyere se ye pamo no because of nothing. They sacked him because he stole money. I dared him. Show us your termination letter. Na ye nhwe wan kata party pamo. So this guy, he knows to say, Mahmoud Bawumia anya flag bearer, he's not going to make him a dime. Into a dime or the Bawumia na esi woni trim. Plan. It on about take kan kwasi asam na de edim nyina oka. It is because he wants to still live that lifestyle Bawumia as sustaining money. The more Bawumia leads the party, the more he's rich. Anameboa. Mo Jimmy, mo huma no. Can't you see what they are doing? All these people, Bawumia is the cash cow. Samere is the cash cow. Baby, Abu Bob Mojafri no Bawumia wealth. Because Bawumia made a lot of money in power. Hey, politician Onye Sikapa and the NPP Bawumia. Last minute, say Okabibi, I myself the NPP. I didn't take any money. Hey, Bawumia. Now, what will make Bawumia leave the Bank of Ghana and come and join the NPP and say, I'm going to follow Kufuado? What to make somebody who works at the Bank of Ghana to say, okay, I want to quit Bank of Ghana and go and follow Kufuado, a political party. He saw what was there. It was the money he was chasing. The Bank of Ghana money wasn't enough for him. Bawumia never knew the NPP. Ne papa, any NPP ni. Bawumia never had any affiliation with the NPP. Bawumia saw an opportunity and he took it because Ohun say NPP for ne Jimmy. So Brandon Huye, because majority are illiterates. The NPP for idea omo penny so because a lawyer and I say oh yeah economist and one here. Doctor, lawyer, economist, we you dying grow more power. Sa no mo tie. Because majority no nko school nko echiri, omo do Jesus no mo jai. Musa dankwa ene beka kire. Enti dodo no omo obi o doctor, omo obi o lawyer, obi o economist so onimnyansa. So automatically the moment you brand yourself and go into the NPP like me you, because do one of the masses now, the foolish masses from the NPP, you know, they automatically see you as an intelligent person. And you about Bawumia joining NPP, no. At a point, they never questioned Bawumia's theory. They never questioned the things he was saying, because majority of them are illiterate. They are ignorant. They don't understand it. Oh, say, now majority of the time, no, Ghana for doing send Napo Nimnyansa until they make Napo the running mate. Until they made Bawumia the flag bearer. Bawumia Jimmy until you can say walk alone or done in Liverpool. You say, hey, we on syndrome nimu. We didn't see it because Ekufuado the criminal was shadowing Bawumia. Enti Bawumia concept na ni gestures ni ye. It did not show clearly until say walk alone. It's Bawumia bien and no as a damn it, yeah, mistake. Yes. Nana posted in Ghana for a long time. Wabe MP DND you say Napo Doctor Napo DND ye be a chain say on Wangasa Nanti or Danny Liverpool you say hey South Ankuba Liverpool we Jimmy Okasa I say Bini Jinani Trim. And this is what we have, thousands of such people in the NPP. And the NPP hail them because 90% of the people follow NPP are daft. Masa, we are simple a maths. Ye pebema osi abuaji. Ye pebema abedin komo ede tumi abefi osi abuaji. Napo Bawumia Apo Kennedy. I can pick somebody randomly from the NPP. I'm not sure how powerful and how we understand politics in Ghana. Myself and my team, we can pick a random person from the NPP. Take the person away for 1 year. 1 year. We will bring the person back. That person will lead the NPP. Mo the same chamwa. NPP mo the same koko. Myself and my team, we can randomly pick one person from the NPP and take that person away for a year. And we can put that person somewhere, clean the person up, and present the person to the NPP. We know your antidote. We know they're going to be solving the problems. When you're smart, when you're John Fokura. My general form, so I don't work too hard to let Ghanaians know. Say, my general form. I don't do too much. Into these people, they are not some unique group. Be a extraordinary. We know you people. My general form. Whenever you people speak, me shame wana masre. Se me kase mo mba power be for the next 42 years. Sadia we ye hu 4 years ago. Enim se mo mba power be 42 years. It is not just saying. They say 2027, the party will break before you go into election 2028. I'm telling you. Party, no, it will break up. Mobile elections, no money chairman, no money general secretary. I'm telling you, your candidate will not be even available to contest 2028. I'm telling you. Party in Bejani, Obia Beja party in Wahajani. There will not, Mobile party office, no be any hope. People will break away again from the NPP. Yes. But there's a last breakout or breakaway that we need to happen before 2028. That breakup will happen. And more just like Ken Agyapong will break out. Ken Agyapong, they be ammunition and you see. Another breakout will happen. Mahamudu Bawumia campaign message in Yunani say or yenkremoni. Yantumano or yeteni or yenkremoni. Na Christopher more party no. Emudu duane nya papa enti bebi ogina ne de senefo no omofa tumi ni ma no sene be ya sebio omoso asefo ye nkremufo no ono enkodi eya tumi omose da bi sebio omo bi ye nkremufo na omo nyina ye party ma na sene Mahamudu Bawumia sebio ne kasa ne neye ene nyoma bi a oka eba se oye ne campaign wo kukuo ma how mo efri se deɛ Bawumia ɛyɛ no ɔde inyiyimu ne mpapaemu ne ndwudwamuo ɔsɛe party ne bu party ne kom ɔde party no nkrabea ɛtwi na tiem wama party na kɔyɛ party bi a ɛndɛ amanfo ɛwɔ no ntwedede ama ɛndɛ party no sɛ ɔmo ankasa mu a deɛ Mahamudu Bawumia ɛne ne team no ɛne deɛ ɔmo yɛ no ɛbɛma party no edi akoa edi ebim edi amoa ɛma party no ntumi ngyina ne nan so ɛnyɛ Ghanafoɔ akɔnɔ nti ɔmo yɛ executives yi ɔmo sɛ ɔmo pay mu aka kyerɛ party mpanyinfoɔ ɔmo aka kyerɛ general secretary aka kyerɛ party mpanyinfoɔ ɔmo gyina party no ho sɛ ɔmo ne Mahamudu Bawumia ankasa paa efiri sɛ sebio ɛyɛ ne niyɛ bi ne ne nsɛm keka bi ɛne ne nneɛma bi a ɔyɛ a ɔde tietia nipa bi fa ahodie so ɔde me yɛn kremodi ɛsɛn nkɔɔfoɔ bi a ɔmo so ɔmo bu ɔmo sɛ sebio sɛ ɔmo nyɛ nkremofoɔ koraa ɔmo yɛ Ghanafoɔ yɛ NPP foɔ ɔmo yɛ ɛyɛ Kristofoɔ no ɔmo hu ne sɛ ɛyɛ nimtia ɛma ɔsom a ɛyɛ Kristosom ɛne even nkremosom na ɔmo deɛ ɔmo tuo ɔmo nim tuo yɛbɛsɛ yɛse yɛkra na ɛkorɔ nsuo sebio mpanyinfoɔ ne kaayɛ ɔmo sɛ sebio akwara ɔde ɛka bɛbɛ fie no ɔte edwa ho a na ɔbɔ ɛdeɛ bɔɔdeɛ besia ɔmo saa kaayɛ ɔmo sɛ yɛkyekyɛ abetie no na ne kyaa no ɛnkyɛ na yɛakɔto aba na ɔmo ka ne nyinaa kɔsi sɛ sebio sɛ bɛyifoɔ bɛtu anadwo na ɔbɛsi street light so a yɛbɛkyerɛ awia ketekete deɛ anka bɛyifoɔ no koraa fa train ankɛyɛ akoa ba no ate nti deɛ ɔmo ka nyinaa no sɛ yɛn ne Bawumia nkasa ɔsɛe party no wom odidi party n'ase ogu party no ɔma party no esi ntwɛdɛdɛ ɔsɛe party no wɔ kukuom nti mpanyinfoɔ ɛne Mahamudu Bawumia nkasa wɔyɛ NPP foɔ ɛte sɛ mmea nkasa. How did we get here? One person. Omo kanya can say even abaya to na nsen 2024 no Mahamudu Bawumia de kokwasa eye de osom me yenkremoni me yetani ena ode ye ne campaign ewo kukuom a efa homa party no mudwudwa yetete ya party no ntuma fa ne ntuma panfra ama omukodi ntwo bi nsi ewo party eye politics mu Ghana da omo te saade no ne ye no se yansia no na yambo esebio na no anhye ne yemu a Mahamudu Bawumia ode kakra obema sebio jollof adane ye KVIP enti eye party mpanifoɔ executives ene de omano asem abetudwa na mibuso executives ya kyerɛ eye letter akɔmɔ mo party office omo na omo ne Bawumia nam a omo ne Bawumia edi nkomo kyerɛ Bawumia de onka enti saa de we ya mo de akɔ national yi enya de be ye adwuma efiri sɛ Alan Kojo Chiremante kura oba party mu gya Bawumia odi ne sika share party mu gya Bawumia owo enimunyam chen Bawumia no okọ election with Bawumia ye pai ni nipa ba ko ani eye party mpenifo ka say inform ho enti de na kyerɛ sɛ Mahamudu Bawumia saa de a ɔyɛ ɔtwetwe party na se ɔsɛ party ni wom obu party na nimtia twetwe tete nipa bi ntam twetwe nipa bi na ase asɛe nipa bi wɔ party nim ɛde agye tumi de na kyerɛ sɛ Mahamudu Bawumia ade a mode akoto mpenifo anim no ɔmbetu ho anamɔn wei ne nsɛm a yɛtena se a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ party na sɛe Mahamudu Bawumia na samere ɔmagye party na ta ɔmani ase ɛna ɔmo bu nipa nimtia ɔmo di nipa atam ɔmo de ɔmo som ɛsɛe party no ɛndɛ MPP ne nya akɔnɔ ama MPP executive kora ato ɔmo num tuo wei ɛne asɛm a ɛsɛe party no Bawumia ɛsɛe party no mpanifo a ɔmo yɛ executive di party no akyi no ɔmo sɛe party no na ma asɛm a meka nyina sɛ ɛyɛ me ya ɛfiri sɛ nsɛm a ɔmo de ato dwa yi ɛyɛ nsɛm a sɛbio nyansa wɔ mpa na hwan na ekotu ho anamon hwan na ekotena se aka sɛ wei yɛ nokorɛ ɛfiri sɛ party na sɛe midwudwam nsɛm a yɛka nyinaa bɛsi Mahamudu Bawumia ne dwirim ne ne bɔne a ɔdi wɔ party no ma wayi n'ani ahyehyɛ nipa bi hwɛ ebia ni abayewa wei deɛ ma MPP foɔ ɛndɛ asme no wɔka sɛ nkɔfoɔ kasa sɛ odi Bawumia akyi obi di bɔne wɔ MPP mu a ɔno ɛna gye sika ɛkɔ beeli nipa no saa abayewa wei yɛfrɛ no akɔsia mmienu abayewa wei na ɔyɛ adwuma bi a na ɛyɛ adwuma a sɛbio ɔmo bu nkɔfoɔ edi nkɔfoɔ dwirim na ɔka saa adwuma no ho saa adwuma no yɛbɛte ne to a yɛbɛhu sɛ ɔma bɔ nkɔfoɔ korɔ no awia Ghanafoɔ dodoɔ sika edi ɛyɛ deɛ atoro akyerɛ ɔmo no ɛna ɔtwe ne ho trɔm ɛna ɔkɔ join ne NPP ɔjoin ne NPP adekudie ntia benya MPP card ne say one Mark Menu ba kotwe mpena ma ne di no ma ne be wo ye e no se ne yere no e de man MPP card oya kwara ne hwene body ni meche bini sa ba yiwa we call MPP mu Ekufuado ne yere ba power na okuta Ekufuado yere bag handbag ni claim to fame ne say Mark Menu na oye MPP ni ba ene ne dae ene ma ne be ye MPP ni ba yere eno na e ma ne di MPP ni mu Edian asem na abayo we bi na no aka because me kiraw Mahamud Bawumia ni su ene ne ban onigu kwan ho no abayo busa mo say hwan ne kone ye ade a oye no ode sebio atani ahyenkofo ano ode sebio oyaw ahyenkofo ano ene wahohoro ne to abegina so oyeb salla abra onim se sebio ejanan na esi wo no ono ne twa ne to but wane awie abegina se ode den oye salla akosre onyankopon bonifache Bawumia ye nipa on kan kre akosua me anyway oka Bawumia omo kasama Bawumia mu di Bawumia chi a ne campaign no odi mu tim man e de na waka o say Ken Agyapong, you are the biggest threat. Ken Agyapong is the biggest threat to Ghana's democracy. Abrayua we bi na ka che Kennedy say wo ye ka Ghana kebi ma me kebia una ye busuefu a una hu ehu e wo Ghana kebi ma me kebi mu una de ko nti okasa Ken Agyapong an kan sem ye ndi obi atam Ken Agyapong an kan sem ye ndi obi atam o say ono de 2024 elections no sibia na ekono na ye lose presidential and ye lose some parliamentary seats na edum pempen so bi ehu say ye lose presidential no but na e was senk ye twen na parliamentary ye kan ni nyina wie ni ehu be bia ye wo enti Mahamud Bawumia ba abontene ebeka se waje eye de election atum no eye ne ya ohun se entwa ye efi se ye cooperative ye pre presidential and parliamentary inti ade na presidential se enko ye kura won twen ema ye wie parliamentary no ne yengu se we ne nyaaye inti one de senka ono se enka ono that means na enyo no senka ono enanka ye Bawumia anka onjintum ekopem se ya kan presidential akan parliamentary ewie eno no bone ben na Ken Agyapong aka ena kostua menu America chere se onkodi Ken Agyapong atam Saba you we person obey MP wa denta. Inti ade chia no patututu no kwetena Metro TV no so hwe. Me kasama Bawumia. Ye ka kebi mami kebi Ghana. Ken Agyapong oye musuefo ye nipa ne hu okunipa. Ye ka say you are a threat. Ye ka say anybody is a threater. That person could be a murderer. That person could be an assassin. That person could be anything. Inti ye ka say you are a threat. Ye ka say ye de sa word in the toswa, you represent everything. Akosia menu at the end of the day, I also your bawo okunuda ne chino e begina TV so as a Kennedy. He represents everything dangerous. He's a threat to Ghana's democracy. How did we get here? How did we get here? What was the mistake if you decide to make sure election results are counted to the core? A dear mistake no. A dear Bonnie, say I can't election and can't we now we'll try me I can't in what makes you a danger to democracy? Some people decide to go out and wait and listen to results. Inti Kennedy ka say kwara mo ne nya adwene. Na so mo hu ni say asem no kan enya mo da. There is a fine way to address Ken Agyapong. But Bawumia on na yire no, almost setting kwara way up. And there yan say Ken Agyapong si super ma ewo se otwen. Sa akosua mani we wuro no ho Kennedy betwam. Ken Agyapong start to pay ma. Awo se otwen. Wa bojantra wo. Edin kwasi asem. Time na oya bema gina ne na se ade ontumi nto no pa. Time na oya bema otumi gina eye ne kotodwe so bodogi no. Se ohun akosua manu na akosua manu awuro no ho Kennedy betwam. Nti eye den na akosua manu ways. Akosua manu we na hwini se bini etumi gina ho edi Kennedy atem. How? How? Bawumia say we nyina wante. And I can show you so many statements from Bawumia Nkwara, the consistent insult. You see, Consistently, they have become consistent in insulting Ken Agyapong. They have become very consistent and comfortable with it. And they are almost normal because the flag bearer they are following, the aspirant, he endorses that kind of thing. Oh, we are not media na media na obiaba na obiakodim. This is not politics. This is diabolism. Ken Agyapong is not a saint. We didn't kwasi pain. Miankasa matiane da. We didn't kwasi pain, but he does not deserve what he's getting. Kennedy has not been the perfect politician. He has his flaws. With Din Kwasi Asem, he has been corrupt at a point. But at least this is party politics. Let us take the personal attacks away and address Ken Agyapong. So I was Kennedy a corrupter. Me, Sabetanka Kennedy a corrupter. I will prove to you what makes Ken Agyapong a corrupt politician. Sabekaze Kennedy or you'll be on Nimraswa. I will show you evidence that just Kennedy Nimraso. But not to just because of your Bawumia bedi president or be a flag bearer. Anything that we throw at the guy. No, we am in mobile. I feel bad for him. And you see, the reason I feel bad for him is say he's pumping money into this campaign and they have already rigged the elections. And Kennedy deserves it. What they are doing to him today, he deserves it. Because at a point, I advised Ken Agyapong. Me too ne fo. Me say Kennedy. Oh ya dada, me so be ya dada. What to car, ma to car. What to down America, ma to down. In fact, me down me timu America. What time I would to down? Me down the value near more than what down America. It's a fact. Orange County down is one. Me down this year. It is expensive than your building. Into emresa. I advised you as a young man. Say listen. Now, nyoma bi a wo ye no. These same people will let us know at the right time. You see what is happening? Bawumia is working against you. He's using your own weakness. Ninyambe mumpo. Because you know me, if I decide to take you down in terms of facts and letting people know who you are, you cannot survive it. But yes, NPP for now another contestant is using party pigs to denigrate you. Personal. In the personal issues, personal attacks. All because everybody thinks it was a Bawumia be a flag bearer. Bawumia can never win elections in Ghana. Kennedy, you can also never win elections. But at least check your wings. NPP munu ye free and fair elections. Now, what's the story? After your marking. Afenyoma can say, let us MPP be mindful of social media and how internal issues end up in the public space. Afenyoma can say, onu de Ken Agyapong ye clients. Right now, onu a ontumi nya campaign tia Kennedy. And onu so a ontumi nkasa support Bawumia. Into why say Jimmy no nam party dim. Every mo Jimmy o. Afenyoma can say, MPP for yanya careful. Records now muja toward Kevin Taylor pilot. Tokorno first son. Tokorno first born. Slow motion first born. Afenya marking, aka Tokorno's first born. Or say MPP for munya butiro. In summer yakotwa be mo keka. AC and Tumagufi wa bontene. Munya butre. Na Kevin Taylor chain or recording in or pilot. So Kevin Taylor kasa mubedi 42 years in opposition. Dia mo ye neno ena Kevin Taylor be confirm say 42 ni ebedi e opposition. Iti Ken Agyapong's lawyer and Ken Agyapong's lawyer Osaye a friend and a supporter of Bawumia. He is now in the middle. Wadani Jimmy. Oh, so on kasama Ken Agyapong. So on support Bawumia. So on the public. And the Wadani Jimmy wa party nim ontumi nkasa and a party no egu. On one parliamentarians edin kwasi asem di Bawumia chi ontumi nkasa and the kojo ponkroma. In the video bi am share ne nim ntwuma I say we di 49 kojo ponkroma we nyini by force. Atro omon kano kore. And the who am I so with the 80 Pesamia uku na pempemu tutu. Pekojo ponkroma enkwara mu di party echi sika krono enentitwitwa atro. And the party no who akra na who young man a difference in him. He will be to say salam Masaudu. Salaka we on the namwe. Osora no she half shoot and time be. Half should be anyone and I come. Masaudu. Osora no she half shoot on a party the chairman. As we speak, NPP national chairman Masaudu. Akwa we are on near ultimate pipanato ye. And the whole MPP the dinner say way and I any chairman on a chairman to see a dinner. Masaudu or tissue pipanato a own. Nensan druneto or share boxes no oyigua as one name. Akwa we the MPP and him say me Masaudu na me MPP chairman. Ne yabobo dam. Are we mad as a people? Are we crazy as a political party? And such people are the ones leading the party. After your mark, can I catch them? Also, on the about technical play. On the uncle for NDC more ni more to my buano. Now, the more no Kevin Taylor are or control airwaves no or pilot. Kevin Taylor is piling. Now, the more and then and no Kevin Taylor de be finish here. Into when you're careful about the things you are saying, or your only oka. Efutu pididi. Ono na otumiji obiyere. No asani ni pana kujina court. No afraid ni pana threaten no. Na wasa suman kofo so monkochi ni paneba. Afe nyoma ke oye demon. Freemason. Ai oho no. Sanka 2 minutes da hu ma anke kuna to atwene. Afe nyoma ke oye demon. Political demon. Otumi ji obi yire na ama nipa na waje ne yire no oba na waje ne nua bema ene nipa na waje ne da no saa nipa no ne nua bema eferi jeje ene nipa ne mba akode wakoso so nkwara mu owia na wasa be defend oba na waje ne nua bema na ososo oba na odi ne mu no ma no o defend no court na watuma sa atamfon na wafrɛ nkwara na eye oba na one ne twempran na se odi ne nua bema etete omo no na wasa frɛ bema na ofon say or threaten no na saa kwa wei asa sɔre asoma ɛdeɛn ne somebody say omo nkɔ ankwara ne school no omo nkɔ kidnap afenyoma ke oye political demon. And in some make nyina ma kyerɛ mo the facts are there. And in some catch us me tena ha enya personal o ɛyɛ one case terminal report na me bɔ akyerɛ wo efutu pididi waji efutu fo asase o selbina fo asase 99 years ɛna we see estate egu so ɛna ɔkɔ ano atɔ petition ama boys no ɔmo nom say ɔkɔ ɔsako ɔsahene ɛna de ɔmo agimi no atɔ preko na ma ɔmo no ayɛ jollof kakra bi no ɔmo te ɔmo di ɔmo agimi because embrante no bi na ɔmo wɔ ne kurom hɔ no ɔmo nim de ɛkɔ so wɔn kran ɔne girl bi te ɛyɛ ayi lashibio sɛdeɛn ɔne na wutu ɛna ɔgye sika no wɔn kran a na wayi mu $100 na wasesa ɔsesa na ɔde aba efutu ɔba ɔsɛ munya mo jollof ɔba ɔsɛ mo kɔtɔ apetition na ɔbom ɔma mbrante na apetition no awurade Ghana ye Jimmy brutal ya ɔhɔ yɛ sɛ afenya ma akra kɔkra so yi machine efira brochie na akɔ Alibaba na akra 200 ni nyina $1.33 na ɔde abegum ɔsɛ wɔkyecha ama mo saa so yi machine mo kɔ sɛ ba kompo yɛ adwuma ohun sɛ ni kuro mu fo ni bi Jimmy masa adwuma wei oyusumu o osahin no ato emo kobusa Ibrahim Ahama emu bebregu container mu sinkran kobusa konkran ko he amanfo akra mu abegu container mu yenye nipa mani ndi ofre ne nyonko o masa na woni mu wo ho so ye benye bia ma o ena mo ma me 50 bags bi e osmo fangu kia mu nko ho me di akire wa starve nkofo no okrom ko me di omo we see police station aba omo into NDC na peja otipa no achi wa kweshem akwawe or your political demon into the amugu bag or the amugu kia mu osmo fan komi de chir oba o se asafofo no wo ho won hye twen omudi omu Jimmy no ma hye batakari osahine reba apetashifo omunum gang osahine rebo orba ai ne de twene abegina kwan ho na okwa so won nia jollof ma won man to ntos nkom Now go from to a flat. Hey, one top petition my one. No what drum. What drum e do? No petition charge or my sign yam fenginem. O Jimmy Omo. A foot to PDD or your political demon. Afenyomakin. Damn it. Afenyomakin, one of the most dirtiest politicians. Dirty man, a very dirty man. Very dirty. Now, wakwaji obi yire ne nada. O fane to. Ama ni nua bema and oba na ankasa ma wajine nkwara na so do Jimmy jina court afa phone afre bema na threaten no. Na wonya bonsama wo ye den. You are cursing yourself. That means you don't want to live over 60 years. You are cursing yourself. Every single act bia who shake here it's a day bia o kese ho. You are a demon. One of us one kasa wo ma. You are a father. O ma wo fie. So bi di bia wo baba wo mpene. E dey na wo ye sade no. You are a political demon. A political attasser. Dangerous guy. And these people work in Ghana. They are so na mo amugu saa ekuro no so. Takwa we osahen why no nkoko afenyo can ho yade we ni tirim krodo so krodo e ho na nkoko osahen e community appetition na ahemfo etu agu no so appetition muti krom for 8 years akwa wetina parliament as a majority leader na munsuo sei mo mpanifo ahemfo na mu nkora mu gum te say nwan you could not demonstrate to say yensuo ne say aban sesa 1 year mu kem afenyomakin ono foreign water wa kra mumu bi na mugu kuro mu agimi me mento sabi wo ayi rate yagopo osahene reba one man appetition onnom yetumi lodu o appetition drum edu na boys on gwadwuma be na oye on bi adwuma bia we si police station udi nkwaso na wache akohyem we si police station afenyomakin where's the police station? And kwasiadia oya no. You see, you people should slow down a little bit. Yan time will be na mama politicians we Jimmy Mododo. Yama politicians Jimmy yo Ghana dodo. Kwa afenyawa constituency kwa he. Yama politicians Jimmy waji asase ni nyina ena emu mranti anka bebre enyiri cha afenwoma kana they would have done something better for them, for their life, for themselves. Omoni omomba omadani slaves no mudi akwara we echi utumi hu odi kro utumi hu ohene asa akwara we Jimmy obi a adentira afenwoma kin ayo top peteshimaye ye hu no TV do ewurade nyanko awunani ohum se mo Jimmy eho efo ena obom 442 obom 442 monko ya ne dan papa egu nkran monko nkran ko ya ne dan papa afenwoma kin obam kroma on spending more than $1,000 na mo ho ka yesai apetition drum ba ko yesai apetition drum ba ko yesai enyumbre ko hwe so ha ko hwe de esi otumi sika ne anu mo one bag de tomatoes gum ne de gauge sen obi na de chair won kran emo na de ba abre mo no obi na de man won kran brakra ba hwe mu gu container mo yentumi ton brankra mo munim kran papa ntira metuma che mo 100 bags 200 300 bags 1,000 bags of rice efutu free and come coat and come emo gu tamawu emo gu tema osesa mo ne sardine no abanua na mudi nachi na mo sase nwan mumbusa ne se ukọ nkran no ya ma ukọ nkran no abaze na eza abre yen mo ba sa mo ye one district one factory ben na eye adwuma we futu ha factory ben ana wa afa yam mebun da wonye adwuma kwase ampanyi wo konkran no akodi jantrafo no aba wo horo kote ho no abetena ho meye osahin we jinjim papa ebu okrampa tissue or the tissue or the tissue kote ho onyam pompe pass sperms no ena wa sport eguso ena wa begina osahin na tissue atartare de bema ho ewurade igovoi afenyo makin me respected ba kumpo afenyo makin apo Afenyo makin. Mimbunu bako. Mimbunu se. Mimbunu pose kako. Ah, no bia utumi kofo bi yire ne da. Na ne ma enkete. Oba na udi no. Ni nua bema. Akogine nkora na wasa gina court. E defend sa bema no. Na wasa afa phone afre okunu ne trete no. Na wo ye nipa. Me abra me mo baba. We are boa mame. So when it comes to respect, Mini Bakumpoma, this guy is filthy to me. Very despicable human being. I seem like puke. Now when I'm at time, he disgusts me. Kai. Entitled Old Woman. Former Chief Justice Madam Gertrude Tokorno files action to stop vetting and appointment of Bafuboni as Chief Justice. Yes, say, former Chief Justice Madam Tokorno Ekufuado's judge. Afenyo Markins blood. And also on tene ho ase. Adan a say Sesiano Chief Justice to be Mr. Bafuboni. President Mahama nominating a Parliament ebe vetting no. Madam Tokorno ako court. And wakacha court say court and stopping no. Mema court emma sa vetting emma so. And mema court so emma ya enye appointing se on na Chief Justice of Ghana. Madam Tokorno. Osono maame say ono no ontiase the sense of entitlement. The sense of entitlement. Maame we I don't know nipa bi asem bi o maka to ni tirim. She feels to say I said Ghana no ne maame dia ne papa dia na wa ye nim style be like she believes say ono your pay and also Ghana constitution ye ma no. Inti the nauseating part of the whole thing is ono mpese Ghana ye ne be Chief Justice ono say yen stop it yen jai. Hey emuafu democracy is not good for black man. Into atena dem achro nyoma bebre no asan yen fanko court mama ne maso oba abasa matara bata yen jai bibia mu na on task nti mama yentumi ma yenkoye enyim. Hey ohiana ngasa onye. Now it's so despicable when these things, you see these things. Now only nyoma na obusa court se court in Yamano. These are some of the things she was asking the court to do for her. Munsho muntio and a Friday. I say Justice Tokorno restore withheld salary and benefits. Or say or shagana for or court and say or no na ketu akebu no. And then the benefit to be an uncle or set court in the manner. Or say she is asking the court to compel government. So Bronika say compel. Obi ye bibi no the brofo she say compeller. Or say or no or catch the court and say court and shabang. Authority. The arrogance in her statement. She is asking the court to compel the government to pay her salary, benefits, and entitlement that were due up to the date of her removal. Or say, now our salary be also tianeka, and the benefits we are not concerned saka into our court and say, I bind tiamano. La ilaha illallah. Osuru mami o. Idea be no also busa or say stop the appointment of a new Chief Justice or say or no court no Chief Justice now President appoint ya ba be vet no I'm gonna be the Chief Justice no or say yen jai yen stop it or no Ghana. Tokorno utim say anadubia or no lieutenant and wada. I'm very sure say anadubia Tokorno enom lieutenant kakra si nchen onom oni problem yen twa ne kan enti okasa anyhow Tokorno ombobo eye tent man freman tutu ko danti the trim ya ne de odi tofi wono to me sure say anadubia oye lipton tea kakra no de hani asom na odi alewa hye de to na oti eye de rolling chair mu na ohwe TV the trim ya ne de Tokorno me sure pass anadubia oye lipton tea na odi hani kakra som na we alewa 5 the be black and white don't share the 22 and the day na oti reclining no say the end chair mu na ohwe TV in the team we the organize your year Emma insult to Emma inframantu eye tent nkoda onye eye ma ginya minko nwa be 13 embubu mi enda ne kada onti nyoma bi ase talk on the team we the onti nyoma bi ase onye wedding a wedding jollof me mu hie ma mbomu Emma amanfo bi nka so mundi on hu bi da on said organizing party man fanti form by embe to party no da even party so na why 10 on hu bi da it ni team ne de the team ne da ma ne to ne de it na no church ansem we no the team na ne de Gertrude awo utim ya de papa awo Gertrude utim oya de papa utim na nkasa na oya de na nka utim nya de wa ka de mensam nkan trom brain de yen kenkan infanti de do onum lifting tea or the handicap kegu no the tonton ba kwatum no yi alewa hye de to reclining chair no hwe DSTV anything na mani kaka sansem no o sa say she seeks an injunction to halt the appointment of Chief Justice Paul Bafuboni as her successor, arguing that the process is premature and unlawful while her challenge is pending. I say on Tiasie. Madam Tokunanga on Shedan for Ben to uncle Batum Sir Okosa. Later who say Ben to an pai into the droguma o miano ne a fan chain na entumi call on who be beside that. On Yamu Droso Okosa. Abra na bento ano ho apai oduru batim ode eduro gum no ode so bento ano entumi twi eduro no ngum onwu nyama se bi da ongina kokone na mu ndware da inti ni tirimu no oye broni inti otrocho brofo oso maame onwu ya wodza papa utim oye wodaw utim na ya wode na yeni asem ya ka kireo utim ya woda ma oto ya wode inti wu hyera just say who feel so entitled. I say fear konwa na wudi. Asese gwa no yentwitwi hu fam besi papa dem. Chief said Justice akonwa no why need to say I say wudi efia konwa yentwitwi asese gwa no hu fam besi dem ma wo. Na yemfa ntwere bebi akoraba do no. Enti ya onti ase. Now nyama ni bia obusa na bi nie. Wudi Tokorno echi abeboni o. Challenge the grounds for her removal or say or check out and say ye ye no on Tiasie Tokorno. Ita jollof pao. Tokorno shana ope eye de infant dokron eye de ice cream car ye de ideal milk. One gasa no utumi se otaye eye ice cream car or the ideal milk guma utumi hwia no yi nani no odin koma. So what are you saying? Oh, because milk na o hwe nya ni sika do to enti on Tiasie Tokorno ntie nyoma bi ase. Me sure to ice cream ka ofia ono isu ideal milk o hwia on checke. Nanka u hwie nanka wote pepa ni bi abobode ahya no e de kosi nsuo ma anka sa nyoma we ka utro. Rade we ti kra be ya. We Tokorno sanka milk na wonum no ofie ni carnation milk no ene eye ideal milk no sanka u hwie nanka uja bi e na wote pepa ni bi e de hyehye ho di nsuo ma ka sa nsem nyoma ka utro. But me sure say uhwe make kura won check bebi edu ya kana da to ball emunti utim ya wo de osoro maame osaso say prohibit denial of courtesies of courtesies of office. She wants the court to prohibit any action that deny her the courtesies, privileges, or status due to former Chief Justice until I didn't kind of quite be ya. Just Tokorno no. Why no ni pebi why some pam? Oh, you ran on obetu the issue. Who try the tia obetu the hang with them. Who in the tin don't pay na obetu the exhibition. On one side, the papa kuna say, oh, run on obetu the belt. Tokorno no so a judge for. Now, the seriousness of this is that what Tokorno is asking for is simple. Tokorno is telling us to say, or no, as a former Chief Justice or respected constitution. Tokorno is fighting the constitution of the Republic of Ghana. She is undermining the constitution. Remember, The removal of Tokorno was activated by the Constitution, not an individual. And the Tokorno is in court today fighting the Constitution, meaning she herself, being a former Chief Justice, has never respected the Constitution of the land. Because one, the process that she went through, it was basically activated by the Constitution. The people who were involved in that process were all under oath, and they were instructed or guided by the Constitution of the Republic, from the president to the last person on the committee. In today, when you are telling us to say a process, a constitution, they are to amaye disunina abesi. Now at the end of the day, a committee no what they found. Now ye disamran so no or no package said the Constitution is crazy. This is what it means. The same Constitution that Tokorno does not respect, she is insisting that the same Constitution should compel the court to give her what she thinks she deserves. This is the double standard about this woman. The same Constitution she doesn't respect, she wants to instruct the court through she wants to instruct the court by using the Constitution to do what she wants. Now, in the same Constitution, I won't respect it, no. Because all respect the Constitution now, the process you went through, it was a process the Constitution basically put together for all of us to go through. It order on left way 82 and order on right way a. This is what Tokorno is doing. Ordinance left 82. We are now ordinance right now about the as a and she's telling us say these two things she's doing. The same Constitution you are not respecting, you are directing the Constitution to do what you like. How do you get these two things at the same time? Ya bro, the court, the Chief Justice position, it is not for you. It is not for your father. It is not a bona fide property. You are a normal civilian. Get that in your head. You have been sacked. You have been fired. You were sacked because of your misconduct. If you can't get over this, at a point we all felt to say, you were supposed to be listened to, by your arrogance, your disrespect for the Constitution. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? They are equally intelligent, smart women who can do the job you were doing. It is what Meshawna said. At the end of the day, what at all do you need? And now you were not ready to exit. And Ekufuor gave you the assurance that you are young and that you can do damage till you are 70 years. Maybe that is the thing that is going through your head. You have done your best. The Constitution says, go home. What do you need? Why have you become an insect right now? You are pestering. What do you need? The sense of entitlement, the arrogance in your language. It does not matter what you do. You are not going back to the court. You are not going back to the Supreme Court. You will never be Chief Justice again in your life. You will never be Chief Justice again. Maybe your husband and your kids, they have not made you understand that. You will never be Chief Justice again. It's better you start thinking of another thing to do. Find a hobby. Find a hobby. Stop these things of distracting us and disturbing Ghanaians. Say you will never be Chief Justice again. You can never be Chief Justice again. What do you need? What kind of some selfish behavior is this? You have been sacked. Finito. Case die. You are done. This is pure comedy. The Constitution you don't respect, that Constitution is not going to give you any hearing ear. So the process will go on. The nominated Chief Justice will be vetted and he will be Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. You can go and burn the sea. Nobody gives a hoot. You are even proving to us to say, sir, office now not a business office for you. What at all do you need there? It's why Chief Justice we keep saying women are strong. You did everything. You took judges with you as your lawyers. You took former Attorney General Otuko Otu, another man who contradicts himself even when he is eating. You got the guidance of Sufai Kufu, another hypocritical state council member, council of state member. You got Sam Okujato, another hypocritical liar who says he's a former state. What level? You got all these people in your books. They followed you, supplied you with all the knowledge. Still, you could not make your case. Yanya wodeng. Yanya wodeng na wope. Tetina na Ghana no. Amanfo bi jinsa yo mudia na enyi obiam saa wo. So, Avenger. Araba Avenger. Osono mame, let it go. Let it go. Me manaya moto. Elsa. Let it go. And the dien. Me de be a tudum fufro fia. Let it go. Let it go. And the dien. Because you buso. Because I knew David Aminim too. You see Elsa. And I say about Bluey crumple and I like Bluey a little bit. And I'm waiting for Biaba. I traveled recently. When I came back, now I'm the new one Biaba. And also crying new and you too. The Biaba and Kora with the new for ba. Daddy, do you know this one? Menkorai. Ebu anam new mudin komo. Na Zara an assistant. But me can't wear the be. Ebia, that thing is supposed to be maybe your palm. And because it will bring your hand or something. Now me managing on that. But to me, you see where the be normal catch said, where the way there, it's wrong. Me can't wear the way I must say. Me mayo, me can't bro fu I must say. Last time I say, Masa, want to me attention ni just me baby be free bano. I am from far away. Me mbay me can't bro fu or should I be waiting? Me can't bro fu ya me bay so waiting. And I'm saying, America now bano. Or to be can't be America for bro for Mrs. Sarah. We know. How crum hana wuni o tanya ma wuti ase nti nyoma bi wo ha aya na me baby am free body en tanka nti afei na miss osi no dad got to say me say that be and nan assistant no come and so di chire that's wrong the future was absumo why lucky ben to any ha akekedro ni ha masa ankora we stress me o metumi ni omudi nkomo ya hwebu via na maka word bi so that's wrong me say where the krom sa de ka no nti me na maka say maka cho mama say ka chiro nkora no me anya hanam call KGO nti science no bi me kana say emfa mom from pressure me do me so mo stress me am for kora nim say me a hard guy na me ba fia na say mo ka bro fo na me ka bia na me ka me dia mo say I dey make can me say bibi word be last minute Zara Kasa o say o say minimum word be enye cool o ka say omo new word be aba Zara o after Zara di 8 word be o say dad do you know this word steez ana o ka word be and I'm so what does it mean enye steez some word and I say what you don't know and I'm Zara me kromanya na e wo me masa dia nkura we di nipa okroma na mo ma me na mo sere e say dia me ti kroma na me nim dia ekọ me say na come and quote me some word bi na me busan say na wo person kire saying you be a din common nice na makoka word bi nkran say me word na me kan just say any dictionary so hey international school Ghana eno na ye ka nkran so mo ti ase in America me ti no me re kra ho that was so Tokorno be stress ni pa me free na me koduru fie sisia na ye din komo a me ka word bi me ma na me ka say sa word ne de e na sa word no me say me hwehwe word that day me tina wasam say hey om koda afa me ti wasam say na nkura we kura me kura mba na mo disturb di pasa ye kura musa question we om to be stress di masa mo de mo am nkura okura mo am nim America for nkura san nkura America for nkura ya om ye stop no om ma nipa che say e ma school ko nyina utuma say na me teacher do boda man na me teacher for so no ma bon o ma ben utuma butan say na word we are may use from titina may use be the BT girls near the day me dey count me dey points nyina me man to me chance say word no and your word na nkona ne sere me tumi chance me na from Kevin Taylor no to forget masa word ne nye things like I'm trying to find basic words that they be almost correct me You know, there are some words we use back home. Akayo, we use those words. Okoka, and Uncle Fokana. I'm one word, just a minimum. Messin Corano. I've heard nobody go and be saying Cora will be doing como. Now, Sakam and assistant, no, Nina, Necessary Pindo can be all you too. Yes, that. Yes, it is true. But we had a sister, Shadow. I actually sister, that is true. But now I call we are some of the KBI is true. And then I didn't a bus over Jadi of what the Alchemy be also different. A Chinese sister and cat brofubi. Now remember church no just no that Zara is right. We say now brofu penalty. Yeah, go for it. In some Kebiana Montiasio. Omo monya a chroma encounter with Abrofon Quarano, they make Kanamotiasi. Abrofon Quara, Madame Fubi. Madame Fubi. Neba auto Tesla. Neba boy with DBS 7 or 8 or day. Madame for new Tesla. Anopa, Accra way, the bus stop to Nifie and do 3 minutes walk. Accra catch and papa say, on Fanco bus stop now, I'm for who's a jack. I na Accra over Casas much of a pa. Dear Pana, watch your bus stop war. Now say, girls blue, walk around, watch the cafe. Na Madame Fee, or no, or young Grania Colao, or the sister and so Papa Yedi, Brawa bread. Nobody did. 16 years and so onye sika koto papaye na ndɛ ne be catch and say twimi fam ko bus stop because me be say amanfo girls bi hu say me papa to Tesla foforo jack asem ne koso kroma no atete na wada too much o nti nyome bu ana mu hu nti ana mu gin say jack untumi ne wo ma ndi nkomo kroma tra and have a conversation without these kids correcting you. I tell you omemo hu to for Africa. And Korana Bemo say teacher Korano. I said, you know what, no, teacher no class or bong, make Kabi and Kora 8 years and 4 years, make Captain Catro. Omutuma ni paro, what home? It was my dean, never to Mrs. Timunkoda. Member 8 o'clock, Romina call, member 8 o'clock. Meba, Yawa, 1 month, now I started a daycare near the code. Member undi more than 1 month with you. 1 month now code daycare. Member 8 o'clock now they'll start to move upstairs from 7:30. No one start take a goodbye. 8, you are shut down. It's about 7:45. Mr. Munya na monko. Na me me freedom mra because some more have many freedom. Masanko for we man depend freedom ukuma. Sunday we party and can once a demonstration. African that in America we need to demonstrate. Your man is share so. Your man made to me cable from my home toy. Your man frustrate here. Your man couldn't get no brofuna. Omo makiano. Omo mani peninje. Yapon that around the Yapon ya chekra. Yapon show no. Bear 20 minutes in Yapon. Yapon da. Jack. Ubokeles ombesrew. Abrochenkora. America fonkwara. But say where the nana me pebiaki catch them. Your words here you see. Oh, something like when me could do face here for ba. Something like there's so many words normal words. I mean, Mr. Meban, that catch him where to be that. Mr. Mentiasia, I couldn't tell us a Mentiasia. I'm Zara. Sheminenim, my bro. Z, my bre on Tiasia. On T, me hustler say. On him say, those times, me talk fan book, minimum parties, you chum trade, no being on Tis Hadiana say. On him say, na fan book, no, any yogurt in your chum 4. And as a pocket in your half near the half amount on him me problem on tea ammonia moise and one more asi on tiasie between now I'm me Missy look my back with because mushamechi you chamechi oh but in Korano Badak Yapong with the Ebeshia Monday kukum aha unim na ka kukumba and you tiatse I'm just friends the kakumba. I said the day I not name my mission and I'm ho. I so on tie I or dear madam the on kasa quiet and so tea the kujida na oka kukumba. I this is also see the MC kakumba. I feel who the onka. So oka kukumbo. So oka kakumbo. So oka kakumbo. Just who word no because unim the correct no enquire to me more pressure. I dare no so unim say kukumba. Say kakumbo. Say kakumbo. Just say Maccabi Friday. Inti uhu the wonya and in Korano, I say, Yabusao, so what's the name? Or say, Kakuma? I say, what? I say, Kukuma? I say, it's Yanka Diang, I just say Kukuma. Adie see you CUMB cucumber. Also okay. The day okay yes say. Okay yes say. Just say ye hu de yenye ho nipa ho tete no. Adie bresuni. Adie tete sam. Ya dia tete sam na ye be wo brofo ma ye ntumi nya freedom. Entumi kan ye ne ankasa ye brofo ma ye ho ntoye. Ye brofo ye katiti ntem. Me see ye kan de ye katiti ntem. How are you? Enkura we uka wo ntiase. Where the idea cucumber na say cucumber. You dey cucumber na anya ka tete na apple, cucumber, carrot. Ai oka carrot sisi ango fo beka se wetin. Me so dey numa ne carrot CARROT carrot. Me ko ka carrot e be da asem foforo. Spinach e be ka na asem. Ade ne katitintem me mai so katitintem na da ne asem. Dan kora we na me say water ya e choka water. Me so ade so be katrebe and dan is ha. Me boga ya de pokia de atwea any alewa o ka water pass me the water asamaba so can you give me the water just say I will say you done no water and the yes water is water life. Come on Gavin, you see abrofo go for no more battery ultimate battery ultimate knife ultimate hey where to the door so amanfo bro krom ha o hey because I abrofo Toronto ultimate Toronto hey now na me say dey bi me come last story nkyere mo na me hu say abrofo kwara ye nam na me driving and me I like it when you see me. I never knew say when somebody drives you it's so nice. More times in a minute the family they call abontina me I'm driving so a couple of times I feel me say they be anam they show wife in say wife in driving so how to come no be driver nice fucking now they be now wife in one am nkofo we ko baby come na na ho aba. Oh so there are some things naturally unyini wo ma a chair later than a ringy, right? So I was driving, it wasn't even any traffic light to be and yet in a city crowd somewhere, but there was a lot of trees. Like I looked around and I didn't even check my surroundings. I just lowered a shadow and I just spit out. And I'm trying to switch it to go about today because I had some phlegm in it. Hey, me say somewhere I'm king. I'm coming and and my man said, what? And I was like, I didn't see. And I'm say, Dad, what did he just do? And I was like, but to show about today, I see. I'm say, what? And when I'm saying, I see. And I'm going say, I didn't have tissue here. Zara so on tiasie. I didn't know me rush to go about today. So Z, you know, it was something I had to do. I said, no. Because I can't read. You do fear go for a petri no come am adia ya papa ro I hwe na tontosu go abon tem se hwe mo bodam enem if ya e che deport me many omo me se hwe anya we dey ke be deport me ne and then ke nyina yere me ko Ghana me ni me twi bi Ghana intosu abam na me ya fast start tontosu ro monti bi da omo so omo ntiase say I was supposed to swallow it. That's what about. Masa in seme ekoso abroche krom abroche ko asa abrofon kwara no ta abrofon kwara na mu hu abrofon kwara no abroni akwara we di 4 years or the say bibini akwara we di 12 years me na me catch ro me du fia me jinsa asem na simituwa na ma me ba ye say nkwara na be report me na me say report ben ayese me makọ ruwa hwehwe akotuntu su egu abontene na me say we di enka bone ben afẹ mu nyina betwa me ho ahia adan a makoto to so egu abontene tie be deport me na say ye bone be pa na maye okrom ha say e die pa na maye say medu baby na mato to so egu abo me ka obi ampo di ho engu obi light one bi enkofo we say ene enka yensan ko ho na me ko hwehwe to so no be mo botam say obi per se or the party be power. Right now we are seeing a lot of people popping up on social media in the name say omo different from what we call bloggers, what we call vloggers. They are trying to position themselves in a certain way. Say omo it's fine, it's okay. They could not keep NPP in power. So with me, I don't care about how you feel or how you want people to see you or how you portray yourself, because we sitting here, we know Obia the level of intelligence. I know Obia also a friend who me a blogger, me a Jumama radio, be na me Facebook, minimobia level of intelligence. Enti, I don't worry myself when you voluntarily or out of whatever you believe in, whether tribe, whether political affiliation, whether whatever you believe, say you want to work and bring the NPP to power, it is fine with me. Me, my dear to catch Ghana for my job is to protect the NDC to remain in power for the next 42 years. And I just didn't do it. I did it with facts, evidence, and I'm still doing that with facts and evidence. And if you want to bring the NPP back to power, stick to the basics. Because when you try to go off basics, when it comes to diplomacy, I am very good. When it comes to doing this job clean, I am better than majority of you. And when it comes to doing this job in a dirty way, I am better than all of you. That is what makes me very versatile. Because if you want to be professional, none of you can be professional than me. And if you want to go the other way, that is intimidating, that is frustrating, that is going to make you at the end of the feel like committing suicide, making your life miserable. I am the standard. And people should not take my diplomacy side now as weakness. No, because I want to give everybody the room to express themselves. Men are about defense. And also attack. Come with solid attack. Because when it comes to rough, I am crazier. My message to people out there, I am not going to respond to any animal. No, my passes are stage, you know. My responsibility now as Kevin Taylor is to serve the people with the truth. Is to come and educate them. What Junior will say, what they attend ye able to me winning power. Also for attend ye winning power, that's all. I have never stopped anybody from criticizing the NDC government, but what I will not allow is for people to think, say, they own the right to mislead, misinform, disinform. Never. I'm not going to allow it. And if that is the reason why majority of you people don't like me, then you people will kill yourselves. You murder yourselves, because I'm not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. And I want to set this record straight for you people to understand. When Kevin Taylor is quiet about something, it does not mean, say, Kevin Taylor, oh, Osrobi. It is because I feel, say, and let me see if there's something little good in you. So I've given you people the room to exhibit a little bit of their meaning. But still, you people are showing, say, you are not intelligent enough to make the issues Ghana for being Sadabi. Ebia NDC, I was saying for NPP, but you've not been able to do it. It's almost a year now. It is almost a year. And I'm telling you people, I am putting this there. And they have been very careful in my words and very nice in my words. It is simple. Stop the gaslighting. Stop the insinuation. Because me, I'm crazy. I have plans for them. And the plans, I have my own plans. But I see you as human. And I will advise you. All right. Now, Mama Yanku Jandam be and Friday, when it's Friday, normally it's mixed bag day, but because of Jandam ne Dawson in team, you see take time near Kelly Jandam. Now, Mokai say recently the Bank of Ghana governor, Mr. Johnson Isiama, he's in the United States right now, and Omo a year annual conference. Omo discuss we are sikasem to your IMF for World Bank or other dignitaries. We have people from different countries. You know, it's all about economic improvement of various economies and respective policies surrounding crew omo economy. Anyhow, their monetary policies, you know, how they can basically look at it well. And also, it's an opportunity for countries to intertwine and also have discussions on the sidelines to try and lure each other into investing in their respective countries. So it's a platform. I've been there before. Very wonderful platforms. All throughout the day, you see people going into meetings, getting out of meetings, trying to lobby people to come invest in their countries, and also showing data how good they are. So it's one of the wonderful one event. Lots and lots of people attend. Now, the governor of Bank of Ghana, Akasemi, or say, we Ghana will be able to exit the IMF program in 2026. Or say, Afia Yebisimi, sa IMF program, Ekufuado, any Bawumia, Ken Agyapong, Bryan Champomo, MPP aban Eddie Yina Eko Shemuno, or Ka Esimu Pise, under his leadership as the governor of Bank of Ghana, Utumi, with the assistance of his deputy, with the help of his deputy, the deputy governor of Bank of Ghana, and also the help of the finance minister. They have been able to move the dollar from 17 all the way to 10. Now, we have seen the trajectory in all parts of our economy, how better it looks. We are talking about inflation, and we are lingering around single digits. When we talk about GDP, any Ghana is sick as some to year. Sisiano, Yehusibi is sick as some ejina and also. We're talking about policy, interest rates, how it has been reduced. So there are so many indicators. Actually, say this man on any elite team, no, and the people who work with him, no, they have been able to at least tame the economy to the point where it is benefiting the whole of Ghana, and even other people who are not from Ghana seeing its implications are positive. Now, this should be something we should be discussing. We should be discussing it because in less than a year, if a government, if a central bank is able to bring a dollar now from 17, almost 18, all the way to 10, and still we are looking at an IMF programmer we were not expected. And I say IMF Krano, and I say people who know about economies and how difficult it is for them to come out of IMF program, no, in less than a year, all the good things I have told you. That's a governor need to me Emma Ghana 40 I say sa or how na ye beto ye no sa e kana Ekufuado Bawumia any MPP for jatu working for yata mujatu wa ye beto ye no any IMF for echo into an agreement, you know, and we have been able to crawl ourselves out of it. Or share boss say from all indications, you know, we are going to exit the IMF program. Now this is big deal. It's a big deal because in less than a year, you have a new government that has been able to change the fortunes of this nation. On my way, Senya na isika some assay. Senya na ye bibia enye. And a governor can come out not to tell us to say ye boka 60 billion cedis like what Addison did. The governor will not come tell us to say ye say. And I keep hearing MPP for the bika. And you say Bank of Ghana for HSika gum. So Bank of Ghana for HSika gum into $1 number for ma. Time and Bawumia, any Ofuriatamo, any MPP for power. No. What was stopping them from doing the same? Because if that is what is saving businesses today, because a Sikana Bank of Ghana HSika and $1 number 10, and a businessman's business is surviving now. Why were they not able to do it? So it means that wasn't the solution. That means so we just now we need prudent measures. You don't have ideas, you cannot still sustain it. So it's not just about saying that is not the answer. The answer is people have sat down to think through the issues, to bring out solutions. Today we are seeing it clearly. And it's like your Bank of Ghana governor in a space of in less than 1 year, or to me boldly, Ghana for say we took charge. I have been in charge of the Central Bank of Ghana. We are exiting the IMF program. Are you not interested in such a conversation? And those some people calling themselves journalists, TV, Sony Radio, so they want it to look like Ghana is condemned. Ghana say they don't even want to discuss the real issues. These are the real issues. These are the issues people want to hear. Because the businessman in Ghana, the businessman outside Ghana who wants to invest in Ghana, no, this is what he wants to hear. The confidence from the man who manages the affairs, the money in Ghana. I'm talking about the central bank. And it's not just rhetoric. It is not like Bawumia fooling himself or Ken Agyapong wearing white and lying to you people, taking all your money and investing in America. At this point, some people are protecting not to be jailed in Ghana. No. These are people who are being emphatic in their statements. As a nation, when we are having conversation, I think the Ghana we should ignore the noise and focus on what this government is doing. Now, today, when you talk to businessmen, when you talk to people who really invest in the nation, people who employ, people who, at the end of the day, import and export, you could see, their language has changed, and has changed to the positive side. Majority of them are seeing progress in their business, and that is how you measure the economic transformation of a nation. Omaino ninjina so opeso hu so omaino ekoso a eye omomudi dwa omomudi omusika pudio ehye ekuro nim eye omudi di dwuma enda wo hwe eye adwadifo omo asebio omo kranyoma omo asebio omudi omusika pudio ehye ganem utie omukasa nde na utie omukasa a year or two ago you can see and then omo gidie e mind sikasam tutuye mu omo nim oman no ko baby a so omo de omusika ehye omodwuma mu kura omo akoma no embobiri omo wo gidie eye oman ya medi misika ebeshem anase ahyemi anadwuma de bi a medi a medi misika kom no enya ade bechi ne aka chem dollar no every 12 every 10 ako 18 so that is the confidence ema oman ejina ne naso sende no bi kofa nyoma kura ewo eye Ghana mu ofiri ebia asantime mu anase ofiri srem ana ofiri baby eko baby o Ghana kofa nyoma ene sa nipa no krampo no ni dwadie se okọ na oba ohun se nyoma ekọ yie enra ne beka che nyina se petrol Fred petrol ye bete so ama na kofom it's you can see abai we to nyoma se ne be ya Ghana ni na oche dwadwo Ghana ni na ni sika eda bank ahye Ghana ni na sebio be Fred bibi DDEP eka no a ne papa wuye efiri ne pension sika Bawumia ekufuado Ken Agyapong Bryan champon ehyehyɛ mmra agifiri omu nsɛm no saa Ghana ni no asa enya awerɛhyɛmu ɛwɔ ɔman ni mu biem ɛma ne hu sɛ ɛnde de betumi agye ɔman wei edi efiri sɛ ɔmo a ɔmo toto ɔman wei sikasɛm ɛne ɔman ne nhyehyɛeɛ no ɔmo ama yɛ gidie foforo bi efiri sɛ yɛtu kwan ne yɛkɔfa nyɔma a yɛhu sɛ nyɔma sɛbio ɛboɔ no utumi ɛgɛgye hu sɛ ɛboɔ wei deɛ ɛnsesa sebio mento eye nnuaba ana se de mekoto no memfa beduru fie emegu mi table so ana me store mu enton no na ebo no ensesaye. That is what we call confidence in the economy. The moment ankofo be start edi omusika esie ebe start akase ma mense sika or dollars mu nkosha abrochire no, then it means the country no confidence di ma nipa entumi mfa ne sika enhyem endi dwuma ema oman ni nyamfa so enya eto emfa nkyekere man no. Nti the moment you see the governor come out openly to make such an emphatic statement, near to Kroma, near another governor to say Addison, he could not make such an emphatic statement because he did not know what he was doing. He was being manipulated by Ken Agyapong, Bawumia, Ekufuado. He didn't know Jack. Near to Kroma and a whole central bank, the Bank of Ghana, a bought over 60 billion. You try sika gumu and so still your economy into menjina na so if you say na omo mu di enimu no eye MPP aban no a Ekufuado Bawumia Ken Agyapong Bryan champon mu di enimu no na omadwiri nyina ye sika fom ye wia Ghana fo krampa at the end of the day omo hu inti na omo fom sika and inti na ende omo nya opportunity bia aya na omo mbuni pa because omadwiri mu no sika na sebio ema oye politician a utumi gitumi. Now, almost steady Ghana for sending a yedjini. And what hurts me say, they have still not been able to figure out, say, Ghana for first I don't know who you see Jimmy 1992, yen Jimmy Sabium, and they are still stuck to the 442 formation of Yankan something from the Pebi. Yan chat road to the Pebiso. Yankan Sembi Abema Pebi, good animals, that will not give you power. So, can some a good who thing now went to find Jina Swama. Ghana did not show no boom so with Jimmy. So okay some efa Addison Siama ho. Okay some efa the vice president ho. Okay some efa John Mahama the president ho or any of his appointees. Now when to find Gina Swama. Na sa wuti TV so na Facebook na wuti etima. Ghana ni na onim nyansa no hu se we Jimmy. If you say tete mre na na yeka asem to nipa so ma nipa bi gidi no saa mre no etwam, and the NPP are still stuck in that era where they think that just say things about people, lie, and people will believe it. Enye dwuma biem. In 1992, 93, 94, 95, 96, ebedu be the year 2012. Ne nyina sori anopa ye twan ma kokuru Kwame Sefakan aba TV so, aba radio so, aba kire de eko. Ende when sorry anopa say or twan Kwame Sefakan say Kwame Sefakan na embe kire de eko. No, ye maame kura we 65 years on twan Kwame Sefakan. Because ahomachi 5 no ye maame no sorry na oye money devotion na obompai no ka say emina o check na WhatsApp a onim de eko. Oko TikTok a onim de eko. Oko Facebook a inti that era where we were looking or waiting for individuals bia no my imagine say omunyim nyansa che obia na ye de ye metna radio so a Ghana for no omun mebi omukon etwam, and the NPP are still stuck in that era. How many minutes do you watch TV? How many minutes? Bet my catcher say from our survey in Ghana no omo muhwe TV eche power Ghana now when they are watching my show for 3 hours or 4 hours, nobody spends more than 3 or 45 minutes watching TV in Ghana. Majority of the people watching me tonight on TV, they are watching me because of the information they will get. Anytime I spend 3 hours. But nobody in Ghana today, and or now say maybe his show be for 1 hour. It does not happen. No way. Nobody does that. And see, we need to get to that point where MPP for no or some say Ghana ye we now can reason. It is not about how you feel about Kevin Taylor. It is not about how you feel about John Mahama. It is not about how you feel about Professor Nano Pokwajiman or how you feel about NDC as a political party that was formed by J.J. Rollins. That is how you feel, but that does not change the facts. And we have moved to that point where Ghana Fono, the Breno are not bowing or are not consuming the jandam. Yanka we mfa we ho we akodi we nuani we sadian enye dwuma biem. And the NPP are refusing to understand. Hey, America we been wrong. When you see a young man, now we share one crime. We share takrade. We share abrochi. 90% of him ranti and mabawa almost omoye asantifo mu free asantimemu. Ya hu omo asantimemu. You know that. 90% of in crime for almost omoye crime for ya hu omo crime memu. 90% of Sremu are almost omoye northness. The youth now, 90% of them ya hu omo krum. So the young man now, ne papa de Kwame Amwako, ne maame de Ekua Nyankyere, a sebi ofri bekwai no. Sakurana has no connection to Bekwai. No connection to Oya Santini. He talks about Oya Santini because he feels to say he needs to be proud of Nipa Bebia Ofri. But when it comes to he or she making decisions, making critical decisions about Nebra, about what they need, it is not about where they are from. It's about what will benefit them. When you are sitting somewhere else, now if you don't understand the dynamics, I am just giving the NPP the scenario for them to understand. And when I tell them they will be in opposition for 42 years, they need to believe me because we have done the research, we have gone deep down, we understand the psychological aspect, the emotional aspect, we understand what is at stake. 90% of Sankorano, untimi kanchen say Sikedwa Kofinti. Otunfo say to 20 on to Abama MPP. That kid, sir, attachment to a politics or Nisa DNB. Because they are asking for something. They are asking for something that will change their lives. And Korana Muhu TikTok na, I am with Facebook, what is the radio so now mo can some just convince you. They are not listening. Because Omo who say Munimuna answer. Omo say Jimmy. Omo say you cannot communicate. They cannot relate to your message. Because a young man who is on TikTok, a young man who is on Facebook, a young man who is on Twitter, you cannot use one tongue any baby to convince the person on to abama. No, because on one gasa krapona or think right now or so Santini Akorano. Ya one was Santimemu. He has no connection to Asantimemu. The only thing that will make him connect himself to Asantimemu is when there is something that he likes in Asantimemu. Into Watran Kraya, Watana Bruchia, no one who say, Ya Debu Asantimemu, he has always wanted to get into music production. Into right now, there's this crazy studio that has been built in the Ashanti region, world-class studio. That kid, Aoya Santinino, starts to connect to Asantimai. Now, there's something that he is interested in that is attracting him to come to Asantimai to maybe try and say, okay, now I am here. Now I can be part of this ideology. But if you don't have anything that can be connected to, if you don't stand for anything that they can be connected to, if you don't bring stuff that will connect them to you, they will stay in Accra and say, "Me Santini, but on Tuaba my MPP." And that is what we need to understand. The NPP, you are getting it wrong. And when we say, you people are going to be in opposition for 42 years, it's not just mere talk. It is backed with science. It's backed with research. We have done all these things. And I have about 120 people on the ground who have basically interviewed people around the nation. They know how their thinking is. In 2023-2024, Mekacha Ghana for said the NDC will win election 2024 from the Ashanti region. And people thought to say, Kevin, you're Tansantimai, Kevin, you're Chirotumfo, me, I love a Tumfo, or you're Hina Penasem, but I will not spare words when I have to speak truth to power. I don't care. But people thought to say, Kevin is saying that because Otai MPP, no, we had done the work. We knew that power was going to tilt, and we knew NDC were going to enter Ashanti region and tap numbers. And after 2024 elections, majority of you people were shocked. MPP for America, you were shocked because you are still stuck in the 1992 kind of politics. In this Obetina Facebook, Obetina Twitter, Obetina the now say you want to win power and it's about Kevin Taylor, then you are still not ripe to be given any attention. The NPP winning power again is not about me. The NPP winning power again is not about John Mahama. The NPP winning power again is not about Sami Jemfi. It is not about MDC as a political party. It's about you, the NPP, letting the people believe in your word. And for somebody to believe in your word, you need to move beyond rhetoric. You need to back it with reasonable comments. You need to be factual. You need to let them know you have matured. You have moved from that stage of basic politics to intellectual discussion, whereby you can prove to that person, say, when you give me power, I can hold this power and I'll not deceive you. Now, the NPP is short of that. The NPP does not have that. There's nobody in the NPP today who can mount stage. Now, I won't say eguobi, ebi ni ho. They don't have it. Obi any MPP mo obetuma make a statement at na stage bi so akasama obi aka say I won't say gumi. Ebi nim because the party has no soul. And when the party, because a party with soul is the word the party carries. What word does the party carry? The NPP carries nothing. And it's not. I've decided not to even respond to NPP because there's nobody worth responding to. There are a lot of low-level, low-minded, the weak-minded individuals trying to speak for the NPP. And you ask yourself, what is the end game? Because Kevin Taylor is an individual. Because you cannot use Kevin Taylor to win power. You can't do that. That is what you people are getting wrong. In the NDC, you can have 2, 3, 4 people who can speak for you to nod, but it's not the same as in the NPP. No, ask yourself why. The party has no principle. Now let me kill some Jandam. Makacha Ghana for say, we are here. we are here to educate. And our job is simple. Ghanaians, you believed in me. You believed in this platform. You believed in my team. That is why overwhelmingly you went out to say we want to change power and hand over to the NDC. My responsibility now is to lead you with the truth, is to guide you to understand that the decision you made in 2024 was the right decision. And when I come here, I try to make sure anything that will make Ghanaians think, say, something isn't right, any lie, I need to shut it down quick. Because I say, Atro entering a Kufuadwa or a certificate-less lawyer, it will be the president. Atro entering a Obiti say Bawumia, ebe sinne, ontumi proving no say oye an economist obiti masa even money box. What is in money box? We need to break the Atro down. Where we are able to stop the flow of Atro, Ghana will be better. And today we are seeing a country where every single person it cuts across, they love the president and love the vice president, because when the president speaks today, 90% of the people who listen believe it. And the reason why they believe it is because of his actions. So now, no Pokwajima, the vice president, speaks today, you take it in good faith because of the actions that follow. And the NPP never had that. They say one thing and they do different thing, even in opposition. In opposition, they say one thing and do different things. So kill this Jandam, because some people deliberately do things. Mommy, I got a video. A video it was one animal and two human beings, and the human beings, you know, a year. Nana ya abrefo any kokofu any omni aboa baako were discussing some jandam in the system. Now, mommy, I these two humans and one animal. Let's go for it. Let's move with this.
When him say the no say Bank of Ghana at the new levy aba.
Okay.
If you are don't money me ochina. Now the two me dollar account to me Ghana. Now me could year make we at 3% of that. Are you aware?
3% of Tikan on all foreign remittances.
Exactly.
Wow.
And then
but is that not a very smart policy?
If you are chromophobia can't you know get your chromophobia to bottom media or to bottom me and you know you're smart.
So this is simple. Makacha Ghana for say our job is simple. Is to be gatekeepers, to clean the system, to block Jandam. You saw these two people and one animal discussing Mr. Kokofu, Nanaya Abrefo, and a chain dog discussing Ghana and Sem. And in Kofo it's na Facebook, na omo chatro, na omo edi adada nipa. Papa we Kokofu na oye the head of Ekufu at the time, na on the head EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. Mekai pa okobo kronu bi e na meka ho asem kwa me plus na frame meka say oh me wo fa Kokofu afre me say me na won kasa and I'm say no, that man is a thief. He's a criminal. Kwame Plus beka is asem we I told Kwame Plus straightforward that Kokofu yewi the EPA na oto no wabokro no I did a scandal on him Kokofu. So these are people who are filthy liars. Now, let us address the matter. Or say, and there, Ghana are buying under NDC are buying, John Mahama buying, Oma introduce a new levy. Now, new levy no Oma introduce no. A buying no, ede kokwasa eshe kukuum, and na Omo 3% every Ghana nibia or best sendi sika ako Ghana and sim. That is what this man was saying. In the presence of almost some journalists, and maybe Sagalia Chimbon Naya, Yabedini to Krumha, what was up on Ching. No, see why journalism I check. And at the end, journalism is basic research. And I saw a year upon Ching Chimbon and I can say, hey, and there's anything now. A year a buying suspended, a year transfers. This disgusting. Like vaguely, the dada nipa a chatro. All because in their head, you know, say a country kasa obiya kwasia. So we can just lie, destroy people. Because just the basic, the fundamentals, the ethics of journalism, you know, these people don't carry it. Omo ye years presenters and a small almost say monkotna radio. So they are empty. These are people I can sit in the room and teach. I'm telling you. Now let's go into the detail. as some of them say Bank of Ghana introduced some 3% levy and the oye transfer echo a Ghana as Ghana near Otia Bruchia, you better 3%. Now abani a cromfo and a goat calling herself say, or a journalist sits there and say, oh, an internet suspending money transfer. Like how? How low? How stupid can we be? Now, look at this. This is CBG Tariff Guide 2024. Consolidated Bank of Ghana. Your BB Tariff Guide. And your tariff guide, it's about products or features. It entails a lot. It's got to do with the banking activities. Omo charges near the day. Every single transaction be almost yes. And this document is public that anyone can pick and read. Now, my mention in 2024, my meeting can start in free. Senebea, you will understand what I'm talking about. In 2024, City News reporting banks begin charging up to $20 as fees on foreign currency accounts. Yes, say in 2024, time and NPP were power. Banks in Ghana started charging $20 on omo foreign accounts. Omo they receive sika of Ghana. Foreign accounts says sika if you are bruchiri bar. The moment you are sent money from America, Europe, a remittance, a sika if you are manoni eba. How it gets to you at the end of the day, a Ghana na year. That is what we call a foreign transaction. They are bro. So we receive sika through your momoa. It goes through your a system before that sika na become on sa. So we receive sika every receive every banker. It still goes through a system before you receive. All the way back in 2024, banks in Ghana were charging up to $20. Now let's go into the story. Some commercial banks have begun reintroducing charges on foreign exchange accounts after they suspend these fees. Now, so we read this story quick. This is what it says. Some commercial banks have begun introducing charges on foreign exchange accounts after they suspended these fees under regulatory pressure. A few banks have already communicated the decision via text message and email informing clients that the new charges have been effected. These fees will vary based on currency type and account balance, with some charges reaching up to $20. Look at the last paragraph. This is what it says. It says this. City Business News has gathered that some dollar account holders have been charged a $5 fee for balance exceeding $100. This is 2024 when NPP were in power. Now, these reintroduced charges are in addition to the existing 3% charge on withdrawals. I see these reintroduced charges, which was reintroduced in 2024, are in addition to the existing 3% charge on withdrawals. So the $20 now, I'm going to security say $100 in no bank, no, so be send away. There was already an existing charge of 3%. This is when the NPP were in power. This 3% is not new. I'll come to currently what is going on. It is when Jimmy Kra, as a journalist, you step back and ask yourself, okay, was there anything like that? Were people being charged any levy when they were receiving monies from Europe, from America, in Ghana? Now, it will be recalled that some commercial banks began processes in July 2024 to close personal foreign currency savings accounts, asking clients with such account to hold their foreign currencies in an e-wallet or current account. Into banks, no crash started catching up clients and they say, you know something, this extra charge of $20 and the $20 will come in depending on the amount of money you are receiving. But the 3% tax now and that's levied on a static. Say, $nya me Kevin Amitia me send it $300 and not $10,000 to Obi or Ghana. Automatically, So okoyino bank from a foreign account, I say bank foreign dollar account more 3% charge. Now that's in 2024. Now hold that. Now, so me call bank when I say omunyi sikane mame in dollar. What is going to happen? And they say that 3% charge, it applies. This is 2024. So me call bank when I say dollar na Kevin Taylor they are sending me no. Mon for mame in Ghanaian cedis, the 3% does not take effect. So the 3% that existed under NPP, it took effect depending on the person coming, or it activates depending on the person coming to the counter to claim the money. Are you claiming the money in dollars, hard currency, which in Ghana we don't basically eat dollars or spend dollars? You are going to pay the 3% levy. If you say give me the dollar equivalent in cedis, then it means that 3% levy, you escape it. Now, why did the NPP government do that? Why did the Bank of Ghana such a policy on the Toho? I'll show you. Now, it wasn't only CTFM that reported on this story. Mr. S. I need a second story, Mr. S. I'm sorry. Okay, so you want me to speak, Mr. S, I need the Joy News story, because I want to show the two stories before I move on to the document itself. I think I missed one of the publications, the Joy News story, because I will say we need to try and educate Ghanaians at Toronto Dawson, and these people idea of my yache, and it's not like omunim de omoye omuni daho deliberate and omudi no. But you see, betina TV so say and almost say and the Bank of Ghana under Ekufuado. Mr. It's okay. I have the video. It's okay. Under Ekufuado. Yeah, from Joy. I think it was part of the when we're having the meeting. It came up, right, Mr. P. So pull that one for me. Now, show no so no. The normal person create impression of person creating in the say. NDC are buying akofa levy biaba. Na sa levy na NDC are buying the abano. Omu di wia Ghana foa. Yes, send the omu sika fra bruchira. Omu kwa yi sikano. Now they were not even specific about sikano, because this 3% levy, it wasn't hidden. It was something everybody knew. See, send you sika fra bruchira as a businessman or whatever. Now we bank say o kwa sa sikana. That's all $1. You have to pay 3%. So okay, see farmer win cedis, you don't pay the 3% on that money that you are receiving. So how do you sit on TV and vaguely say abine area Ghana for? The 3% has been moved to 5%. The 3% na a levy a da omukoyi dollar. If you dollar accounting, someone person will be in the cedis. So 3% no. The NDC government, when they came to office, they moved it from 3% to 5%. Why? Because the NDC government came in office to tell Ghana for say, we cannot allow the Ghanaian market to be saturated. We don't expect to say, your system, you'll be pumping too much dollar in the system. Abra, ye cities. So it was one of the measures now the governor or the Bank of Ghana was putting in place to make sure, say, the influx of dollar into the system, the raw cash in the system, they limit it, because the moment you allow too much dollar, there's a reason why people want to have physical dollar in the system. The reason is that they want to hoard. Now, when they hoard, they wait for the dollar at the end of the day to appreciate. And then when the dollar appreciates, then they get value for that dollar they are hoarding. Now, the moment they do that, it weakens the city. The moment they do that, Ghana, our reserve struggles. There's a lot of pressure on our reserves. So the Bank of Ghana, in their wisdom, they said they were going to make it tighter. Send Beya, it will not be people will not be interested in going to the bank to say, my dollar account, $10,000 give me a $10,000 in dollar. No. Now, if you are going to take $10,000, now 5% levy or so. Near catcher said $10,000 in Ghanaian cedi. As a businessman, because you want to make profit, you are not going to take $8,000. You rather take $10,000 in cedi equivalent. because as we speak, the cedi is strong, and that when you go take cedi equivalent to dollar, at the end of the day, you are rather making our economy stronger. It was part of the measures the Bank of Ghana is putting in place to tighten the system. People will not fill the system with so much dollar, because we live in Ghana. Why should we be doing business with cities? We live in Ghana. Why should we be doing business in cities? Now, when you go back a little bit to 2024, Omwangasa Jandam News Network, Joy News, they reported on this matter when the NPP were in power, when the 3% levy was put in place. Now, they are trying to create the impression, say, at the Fufrobian CAB Sida into Ghana buying a chrome for, and this are buying a chrome for, and this are buying Riesika, and these are people who call themselves, say, Omuye intellectuals, Omuye journalists. They are not. So $20 now, reporting in 2024, no, it was simple. Senebeya, in cities, no, the banks will not make losses, no. You charge you $20. That's a sikano in dollar. Not even the bank basically is shorter. That $20 will come and do that, fill that gap. And this thing they are talking about, and you new. It has been there. The NDC government is rather tightening it more and making sure, say, amount for be and take advantage of the system and make sure, say, our dollar weakens further. It is for these people. Recently, this is what the governor said, and saying this is 2025. Cedi at 60. You know, say Ghana cedi. Since they introduced cedi as our official currency, no, it is 60 years now. The governor was saying Bank of Ghana targets end to dollarization challenge in Ghana. The Bank of Ghana under a chairman and deputy person say, almost said the country at a point, every single money spent in Ghana should be cedi. Dollar be a bedroom Ghana biano, it ends up at the federal bank or ends up at the bank. It does not go into the system. And the only way that you can do that is to make sure, say, people when they try to take dollar out, it becomes difficult. And because difficult, it becomes painful or it becomes a loss to them. All that they have to do is to force them to be using the cedi to be doing business. Inti kokofunko siadia ojina hoka a minuaba nana ya abrefo enkenkan a ontumi research a ohye demu ehwe a odwan weti ho aka nanim odi painter ye nanim ti ho no. It is the level of the deliberate misinformation atro jandam. And these people want to win power for MPP. How? Then if you envy me, why do you envy me? My job here is to tell the people the truth. One thing I have told myself, nobody. And today, when there is a 5% levy, say NDC are buying by 3%, why in a 5%? The NDC government, they are trying to make sure, say, some kwasia dollar na nipa bi edeba system nimu edi suppress cedi no, it's no more going to happen. And into the end more dollar no ewo 10 no, because there are people in the system omo chance they will call the dollar, they will keep it at home and they will sit on it and make sure say cedi no be suppress no ho, cedi no be bre now no ma be ton dollar na ma e in Ghana for, and that is what the Bank of Ghana is preventing. Entire dina enkofo etumi tena eye say political shows, so and these are statements they are making. Only confidence crumple in herself. Say Oba. We painted the name I say galam sensu or say good chance no near boom no betna Facebook say or a journalist. BB way. O man in so on who nim e Facebook. Na ye ni nipa bind your tia obedwane obeton wurem se kusie. Inferiority complex. They cannot even be themselves as human beings. So Oba. Now, if you don't even believe in yourself and how you look, how can you convince somebody to believe in what is in your head? If you are not even bold enough to sit on TV and say, "Memfa painting menim, memfa galam say so mfa benim, memba ese kusient na." If you don't even have belief in yourself, why do you expect people like in Nansa Former Ghana to believe you? Because you yourself, you don't even believe who you are. And these are the people confused creatures, despicable diseases. And yeah, Yana say, I'm a friendly pem. And that is the damage they are doing to Ghanaians. Kokofu or no, or a peñina or no, or menopause. Kokofu no on your mentally on your stable until me person spend the time on. And anytime I show me near bear and I buy brefo a lot of respect. Because me, I'm daring. I'm very daring. And I respect people. I have a very terrible side. When I try to show it, it does not end good. In this way, steady me kasemwa. I've shown her a lot of respect. And that is what is happening today. Some person mo da dankofo a na ye mpene mo a na mbubu ofu. Mo tena Facebook, mo twa atro. Kwame despite don't who the npa sika yentra. And I'm kwasiasam and ekoso eye Facebook. Inti Jandam way is dead. The policy has been in existence for under Ekufuado, NPP abresone oho. This government is making more tighter. Ote Ghana odi dollar eden. Eden na ote Ghana opeso odi dollar eden. Ghana cedi na oho no ede adia. Ghana cedi no ede enyesika. Why don't you want to spend Ghana cedis? Why do you need dollar? Me ba America, me who say obi aba America kroma ADCD wahada. Obi obe America be per dollar. So why should you go to Ghana and be looking for dollar in the market? No, it's not supposed to be like that. Kokofu Jimmy was a general secretary of NPP. Such a despicable old man. Ne toso so. Papa Peñina o jim fiewu obeka no kure no. Why on hene se tete Pentecost for emba pes ada betena TV so eke kan kwase asem adan a opese NPP atrofo pathway a yate annex UP no opese eba power. Na openyini so wanyim nyansa. Enye no kure na woka. Otena Environmental Protection Agency ewi ne kro no a oboye na hwene asia tena so eto de skate betena kekam kwase asem okokan eso we dipanyini atam we ni panyini na ene dean now let tighter monetary policy. And the Bank of Ghana governor, where is the one on the lighter side? We mu na nka omo ka say omo pese omo be the vice president ni ade I say, oh, you could see very presidential na me maybe I'm not saying it, I'm just saying it. But you could see the presentation. He's a very, very fit guy. I just say his demeanor is very, very solid. And but hey, you never know. But you can see clearly that policies are being put, things are being done, and things are changing. We can all see the indications and indicators. So right now, na obi betena TV so twatro say aban ni wiawo and yes and this kafri abrochira na kwase ampanyi bi ti ho and nti na mo stop money transfer no enkwase asem nko a otia omo a yentia because omo professional job in America and say ye be bo jantra na ye de nya paper eno an omo job omo ti asase we so me mpese me ye dirty on say massacre wo na nsia be 4-5 days me call eye be malam bi ho eye Nigeria malam awo na oye nyoma me ba ya wo se enhye wo hontimi nso to and I'm so malam Yakubu one kasa so to yiska o se sia Nigeria sika no oyi 50 million eye naira kra $300 it as ontimi nyi na se me call me malam wo Nigeria am kan so said inti how far no so Kevin bibia okay ba sort me and I'm so una oye malam no una ontimi yiska o se sia metimi yi but me to me 50 million naira messes are $300 into them I'm physical and I'm who they may until we need to understand mama in chatro atron to me my to me Mr. B Mr. S me team no me fucking I'm very very fucking but I'm in the call into no problem hey team if you do I go end the production mama before me pong I'm seeing the things they are sending on the system. Mr. B, be careful. Be careful. There's rice, there's goat, there's Jack Daniels. Everything is available to your on your side. What do you need again, Mr. P? Maintain, maintain, Mr. S. There's everything. There's gobe. There's jollof. There's everything. The fridge is packed. Why? What is your problem again? And you people are tormenting me. Let me do my show. My team, no, they are sending some message me. So that this Jandam has been killed. Now, Mama Yanko another Jandam so. And there's one thing I want to say on authority on my show today. Okay? I will never allow anybody in Ghana to underestimate Awonafo as far as I live. I'm going to say this again. Sa emrena na Ghana phobi epese omode Awonafo enim twitwi fom no, as far as I live, that thing will never happen in Ghana. And those people who think say it is so easy, the way you people treat Awonafo, I to say the way you treat John Mahama, no respect. You, those group of people thinking, say, you can easily pass comments and make Awonafo look like you can demean them for you people to feel better. As far as I live, and I'm going to say this again, me a mixed tribe, me a Fantini half, and I'm me mami fridenu. So as I sit here, you can do whatever you want to do, but I will not allow anybody. I don't care which tribe you are. Because per tribe, they really respect other tribes. And some people in Ghana, some group of people in Ghana, they have decided to say, so yomu dirty politics now. I want to say they are easy punching bags. When they want to do their diabolic analysis, they want to insult, they want to demean people. It is so easy for them because I want to believe, say, we all have to live in harmony. But that thing needs to stop. Because I'm here too far. Yes, I'm here too far. You can say I'm tribalistic. I don't give a fuck about what you say. Because yes, we have lived with different tribes. And I'm speaking for Awonafo today. Because it is something we have lived through and we know it has been going on for years. If you have that idea, say, some time back against some tribes, my yetia in Tafwo, my yetia in Zamafwo, my yetia, Sadian, sir, but you say, my year, and you've gotten away with it, it ends now. We are not going to entertain such nonsense. And if it's going to be bloody, it will, because that disrespect needs to stop. Nobody's stopping anybody from having legitimate analysis on any tribe. Nobody's stopping anybody from speaking against any tribe when it is valid. But nobody has the right to try and make it look like, say, I want to afford you, and that every opportunity they get, they want to make Awonafo look like they are ungrateful. They want them to look like they are second citizens. They want them to look like their opinions are not supposed to be seen or heard. That nonsense ends. And as far as I'm still in this space, as Kevin Taylor, as Awuneniba, I will never allow this nonsense to go on. Now,
why did he educate them? They should have let their parents pay. Then they will see whether they can speak the English. A very angry NPP politician. You can understand his anger.
You see the kind of dirty politics these people do. Ekufuado or the free SHS Aba. In 2015, we saw free SHS in existence before Ekufuado came into office. Let's give it to them. Say Ekufuado the free SHS Aba. You see, he could not get any other place apart from Volta region. Say there are students in the Volta region. Ekufuado mumne edi free SHS ba mo beti brofo. Or no ena Ekufuado educate Awonafo nkwara ena Awonafo nkwara edi Ekufuado atem. This is his editorial. This is what Paul Ademotri stands on TV to do. Because the agenda is that demean the Voltarians. Use them as an example. Let Ghanaians think, say, Nkwarana ye raise of Volta region, no, and Nkwarano, they don't respect Ekufuado. Omumbu NPP party, no. This is the kind of journalism we are doing in Ghana. Now, time ane Ekufuado a president not free SHS woho. I'm going to show you. There's a video. They want to use that video to say Volta region in Kwara edidi Ekufuado atem because Ekufuado ama Volta region free SHS. Now no Ekufuado no one betu free SHS. This is the video.
Fellow Ghanaians, this is a letter from the phone trees to the president. Nana. Then I What you do? You make we solve this book from cover to cover. Cover to cover. Page to page. English, Arabic, everything. Nana. Why? We bore you. You think say we go vote give you. You like us.
This is the video under Ekufuado. The young kids in the Volta Regional School, Ecotra exams. And they did a video and said, Nana, you made us learn. I don't see anywhere else in this video this kid insulted Ekufuado. If there's any other video and the Ekufuado, time my MPP what power no, yenya awuneni akwara bi ye video edidi Ekufuado edi Bawumia tema. I stand here. You people should publish that video. Awuneni and the Ekufuado, awuneni akwara. But the video we just watched, this kid was saying, Yako siya ma exams liba nana yencha exams no atwa fa ho we bore you yebu ofu yentuma. There is no insult in this. There was nothing in that video or in this video I played to you. Extra say nkwara we edidi Ekufuado atem for Paul Ademochi to come and stand on TV to look like say Ekufuado the free SHS buy and now when I form nkwara edidi natem. Where in this video, and I'm saying I'm still waiting. I need a video from the Volta Regional. Awuneni akwara, I saw video, I saw camera. Edidi Ekufuado atem. We are still waiting for a video from the Volta region. But you see, Paul Ademochi, I'm going to show him. Sa enkwara na mo asantimemu. Omo asantifo nkwara. MPP cast a party for asantimemu no. You skipped that. And went all the way to the Volta region because I want to have full. Jimmy. You don't see them as humans. You think it is easy for you to demean, disgrace them. So that it will make you people full of inferiority complex, black, dirty, smallish people like you to feel, say, you are better than some people. This way is you are Santimemu and the Ekufuado. Free SHS to the Omubu Ekufuado Duya on camera. You see somebody like Paul. No abegina TV so anwona fo nkwara. Anwona ni akwara ben the boy Ekufuado dua. Anwona ni akwara ben on camera today. You people can provide and Ekufuado. Odidi Ekufuado atem anwona ni akwara ben. Where are Santifo nkwara? They did the video and cursed Ekufuado. It didn't end there. Where are Santifo nkwara? So you see, deliberate. Inti Paul begina wa anwona form ye hiafo na nkenye free se jankomo ntibrofo na mo akamfo ho na tibrofo cha anwonafo yani akamfo yani meme half akan ye mumu sign na tibrofo cha anwonafo. But you see, it is easy. Go after anwonafo, use anwonafo as poor people. These things happened. It hurts me that I'm playing these videos and Korawe, a lot of them apologized. But in Krawe, I made omu videos no. Emudu do say na ya wona fon kwala omodi Ekufuado atem. These kids were all angry because the same Ekufuado or the fake free SHS buy no. He was buying past questions for these kids. And you see a fool like Paul Ademochi, a dirty man. Obi dini yere kwasia. A dirty man obi because of politics. E dini yere de biano. Wabegina ho wanted to look like say some group of people are easy to use as an example to demean them. And this is where we are. And that's why I keep saying, say, you see, a corona etimuno, it's about time that nonsense stopped. I'm not stopping anybody from speaking on politics. But if you want to make your argument should be based on facts. I am still open. Maybe one video a Voltairean Aquara or Volta region, Edidi Ekufuado atem. This is where we are. That video I'm watching, Ehina Aquarana or Casa Free Volta region, Edidi Ekufuado atem. But this fool, this drug addict, this political criminal, kwasi am paying Paul Ademochi, you didn't hear sa punching. On to me can wasem, na wari ye gu. Kwasia, meba besa wo man mo lai wa ha, mujin se muni munyansa ho. Jimmy 4, and that is what they do. And they have been doing this for years. They have been doing this. And you see, They subtly do these things, and you might think, sir, onyeshi. And these are the things they stigmatize as the tari and then they sit in the Akan regions and they start to make it look like say nipache ni pebi. Sankwasiadene needs to stop. This nonsense needs to stop in our conversation. And Akoswa and me, as I have a mic, send me one Mikey. Nobody will try this. And then me and you go die. It's going to end. Mo de biano, mo pese mo bu ntafo enimtia, mo pese mo bu awonafo enimtia, mo pese mo bu krobofo enimtia, mo pese mo bu obi enimtia. Awonani ba ben na didi Akufo-Addo atem kwasia. Jantre ni a wo hu fin wo Paul Adomochre. De yire na oye Jimmy Forte aware ase se bi ojantre ni a ye pam no mpese obekọ no sanka onim nyansanka wo Paul Exim Bank ni no edi na akopie so no nka asori afiri fie ho. Filthy person like you want to undermine people because Zoom Lion on who do odin sika beye and sorry no akoto TV station na kwase ampenji sa wote so. Zoom Lion is the one I blame. Zoom Lion is the problem. Zoom Lion, he is the problem. Because I know that this is go to TV and kwasi ampenji sa Paul and ka wunya mic e me gina onka kwasi asem nkyina wonafo. Ahonani akora be dey Akufo-Addo atem. Na Akufo-Addo oba na wonafo mu nkom school dada. Akufo-Addo drug addict we obedi president na ahonafo mu nkom school dada. MPP ni ben na ya kani a onim nyansa cha ahonani. MPP ni ben na ya MPP ni akani a wako school chain ahonani a wana na chire Ghana gro no. Kwasi afo why imagine say every time you get the opportunity, you want to underestimate Awonafo. Awonafo statical school. Now mo can form go school. Awonafo statical school. Mo antem na mo kenkan kwasiafo mo ntumi ens recite no. Why na chiro ma mo? Mo ti krodom na mo akamfo ni bi kwasiafo. Ma adwene mo say you can underestimate and demean people. And a typical door fool like Paul Adomochre, omo lead that kind of nonsense. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo free SHS yehuyo. Nana Akufo-Addo bought power in 2016. In 2015, that free SHS was in existence. Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman launched free SHS. It was nothing new. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo on the day double track by enkwara nyem wo Ghana. That is his record. A fool who did not think through any policy. Now free SHS no the buy no sanka a yield better results and anka kranu who say ade no mu femu no enye trauma no mu fema. Why didn't they vote for him? And kranu who said they didn't get any education. They saw say Akufo-Addo is a fool. He was just doing politics with them. And majority of these kids who went through free education and the Akufo-Addo, they voted against this dwarf because they realized that the guy was playing on the conscience of their parents. Would you see a Jimmy Anna? We can get dirty. For some reason, we have decided to be very civil in our production. I then akora wako school. The school no kwere no. So when say school no kwere na ede emu ede ekoye a ade na obewie school no owo pay no akumem. It is because majority of the young people who went to free SHS and Akufo-Addo no, they were treated like slaves. Na now the Danko Akufo-Addo kwasi ampe no airport drugs no na nkora na de da form. Near to Kroma de kofa Mikimil about Jubilee House and kwasi afoma. People, the children of Ghanaians were sleeping on the floor. Mickey Mill, not Jubilee House. I can fuck you. The kids are not stupid. They were watching you people. The pain they went through, the trauma. Young girls, they could not even get places to sleep. Girls who were on their periods were sleeping outside on trunks. In Kwasiafo, you just talk about free SHS. The policy, how effective and how did it impact the lives of these young people positively. In Kwasiafo school, they went through trauma. You think you can lie to a Ghanaian today in 2025 about free SHS? Today, there's nothing like double track system. So you people should go back and tell you Akufo-Addo that he's one of the most foolish presidents we've had. Because all these kids who said they went under free SHS, they would have voted for him. And then Enkwara Omoko free SHS in 2016. In 2024, nobody saying they were all supposed to vote. Enkwara Omoko free SHS in 2020. In 2024, nobody saying you people are stupid. You people think you can just do politics with everything. You think you can just lie. You people just don't want to reason. And Kwasiadeni Atro, Ekufuado and Bawumia are the most useless politicians we've had in the history of this republic. Nana Danko Ekufuado, he is next to shit. He didn't do anything for this country. Ekufuado yanti krumha. Nema en Kwasiade bena onene man in the bush of Ghana. The same foolish Ekufuado wanted to take every single mineral in Ghana to Jersey Shores in the UK. Kwasiafo. Today, we are waiting for Foriata to come and answer for his stewardship. Stupid people like you are not advocating for Ekufuado to come, but Foriata to come down. Boy, I'm Kwasiafo, Yaria Ajarmu, Paul, diabetes, or John de Swan, Kwasia Bibia. You people think we are stupid? Who the hell is Ekufuado? Who the hell is this dwarf? What did he do? Nana Danko Ekufuado put Ghana through pain. Would you see a Jimmy Anna? As I sit here, I'm older than Kojo Ponkroma. I am older than Samia Wuku. I'm older than majority of you fools in the NPP. You think I'm a kid? We live through governance. We understand governance. You think it's all about some stupid monkey suits you are wearing on TV? It's about practical decisions, practical policies, changing lives of the people. Into the Mokasia Begina TV so and Ekufuado and free SHS. Free SHS your foot. Onena Ekufuado no free SHS na nana ben Kobi. Nana no danko Ekufuado on chere school and back Kobi or SS or Ghana. Foolish people. O Paul Adomotre. Obabia ni umpo we primary. You don't understand what we are talking about. O Paul Adomotre. Obabia mpo ni we JSS. So you don't understand. When a woman or Timmy Kroma Yeldo neba ewa free SHS and Ekufuado na oda bontin that rank. So you Paul, you are a fool. You don't understand. You spend majority of your time licking the drag butt of Gabi Ochidako. You don't still understand the reality on the ground. Na then akora o man free SHS. Akora or say obe appreciated the audiamano. You think education is about just going to read book? You are foolish. That's what majority of these kids told themselves. They will punish you fools. And you still don't understand. You people still don't get it. Go to the schools today and see. You came and you promised us 350 senior high schools. Went to me in Sibako. Kwasia, you could not tell Ghanaians. Nanka Ubako SS Libya. You Paul Adomotre. Onsha akora wo SS da. Onwo ye onto pa ema akora nyini endu point obe wura SS. So you still don't understand the reality on the ground. You think it's a joke? You think it's comedy and politics as usual? Inti yes sorry anopa yembo Ekufuado din. Nana Danko Ekufuado as foolish as he is. I went to Manko school and pass papanti. Okoto past questions man kwara. The reason why these kids revolted was because Ekufuado was foolish in his decision making. I then okoto a poor man kwara say munko siana munko twa. President awunim nyansa onya drug addict. I don't respect any of these fools. Oforiata and US no. Why is he not coming back? Say Oforiata say Oyejuma Ebua Ghana etse Ghana nim edi no kura. Adentina kwasianisha America. Why is he not coming to Ghana? Why is Oforiata not coming to Ghana? I thought you people like Ghana. I thought you people think about the Ghanaian. I thought you people are patriots. Why are you not advocating that Ken Oforiata should come to Ghana? Kwasia. Inti memo bia nyina adwene say the other side in your it is there. It is still sitting. When we have to activate, we will activate it. But for now, we are going to be civil in our presentation. We are going to focus more on educating Ghanaians on the policies and decisions of this government. Ghana for positively, creating opportunities, making sure say we have confidence in the system. But and when it has to be activated, we will activate it. But for now, we try to be civil because there's no competition in the system. Now, this is one story I want us to talk about, and it's still on the NPP as a political party. Good evening to Mr. Alan Kojo Chiramantin. Thank you for forming the new UP. Good evening to Ken Agyapong for your resilience. Check your wings, check your wings. Akompre kwa na epe e Kennedy na eko mu wiaye ade bi ade beye mo no me say akompre kwa na epe mo de munya mistake na monka say day of election mo be wiem I want to say any compare kofo because my imagine say mo wiem oh mo de former appointees abegum mo na appointee bi kan no ye na e be kire we be say mo de mo ye mbema Bawumia ne nkwara no Samira ne nkwara no mo de mo na mo se mo wie asisike nyina mo ye okay mo de mo famra election day ho na mo be hu showdown mo papa mo je say de bia na betuma twi nipa afa so de bia na mo betumi etietie nipa fa hu die so alankojo chairman compete mo na mo pai the candidate ne supervisor ne representative ni mo pai ne ni to alankojo chairman he did not say anything mo wie ye e na mo didi na tem alan otwe ne ho din e na ne wate ne party na ya ne akompre kofo mo de mo nya ma adwene se mo be wiem mo wi ni free and fair ye nka bibia na mo de oya bema wo MPP mo so executive ye be wiem na ya sa be wi ni executive no do oya bema no wiem me I know the NPP will stay in opposition for 42 years it's a fact but I want free fair elections in the NPP and nobody can steal the elections obien wo be wiem akompre Ken Agyapong enso compete and he deserves every right to make sure the elections it is free and fair nobody can tilt the scale me as a city Kennedy Onyamadamfo Kennedy lead MPP 50 years on to me we need power the same as Bawumia but at least I want the elections to be fair if Kennedy wins I have my own agenda towards him if Bawumia wins I have my own agenda towards him it's me I don't care who wins but at least I want people to understand say party no MPP na obi dia enya Bawumia dia enya Kufuado dia a party nyina dia and Ken Agyapong is an integral member of the NPP into elections should be free and fair now mo dia mo wiem because ye nim dia mo pesa mo ye and as a member of the great MPP me a member me a buziafo ni bia me a member into any buziafo ya dan wo MPP mu no we will make sure say at least people who are contesting in any position in the party free and fair at least aye adwuma in this obia na adwene say ye ne awie sika kese ye ne ye be wiem ye ne de delegates abehjem ye ne we are here and maka 24 hours to the final election day me de obia figure bebre no enti Bawumia camp there I know you think say mu be wiem and I know your plans ni nyina mu be wiem aba Bawumia election day mu be botuo mu be wia election every nkurase and that Accra ni Kumasi you stay away when you say Eastern region by the champ be messing up kakra but you have targeted some very very deep regions mujin say you can rig from there we know all that media me align Kojo Chairman boy I am happy UP is up. At this point, me a floating member of the NPP. All that I need is to make sure the elections are free and fair. Sir Mahamudu Bawumia dare to rig the election, we will nullify the party. I swear to God. Sir Mahamudu Bawumia dare on any yere any this current executives. Mo dare some of the rig elections now and the wallahi. We will shut the party down and make sure there's no political party. Because we cannot be living with this kind of tyranny, suppression, this kind of typical clear hatred towards some party members. We will not live with that. It is either the elections are free and fair or we nullify the party. Obian Chen will be our party. Bawumia no obetu ni power party nim. Mahamudu Bawumia obetu ni power party nim. Onye nipa enchen obia. All that we are calling for is free and fair. Because if we are going to come into a second election, Nani Pebe Margin say they stole the first one, they are going to steal the second one. That it is better the party is nullified. It's a party niwa and will be but for the party to exist, for people to at the end of the day enjoy from the diabolic strategy of the power there, it will never happen. Dini ya shwa Bawumia ene wo MPP ene Nana B mu ne general secretary ade ebesi no Adia ABC, I will dedicate my channel. Elections now, mobile, every corner in Ghana, I will cover it. Be the free and fair na mepe. As much as you people cannot come to power in the next 42 years, free and fair elections na mepe. I don't care about Kennedy. I don't care about Bawumia. I don't care about anybody. I want free and fair elections. Now they also have bear mana on the winyeska. On the audience so bet me a bully nipa. On election day, I better do a bear my party. Say you try to see you try your you bet you try your home. It is better we all die and leave the party to just sit. Yeah. Me MPP ni ma Panama kasano. And the election day, boy who true. Ye be kuya hu. Ye wi na hu ta party ni ho. We all would die and leave the party. Share. Moja be shiegu. NPP election day. What do you say, Jimmy? What do you say, party netim no? Ye ni mi answer. We are going to make sure free and fair elections happens in January. Obia where internal MPP problem. Government of the day, leave us. Do not interfere in our politics. The government of the day, we can handle ourselves. Yene enyende ene start kontokwa. Enyende ene start kun ye ho. Yene ku JB dankwa. Yene ku eyedien John Kuma. Yene ku eyedien ye ku nipa asre. So this is not new. What is about to happen in January, it is not new. So we expect the government to stay away. Let us deal with our own matter. We just want free and fair elections. That's it. Now, there's all your bear man. On your uncle, find the boy, Simbra say, yeah, the Omoko polling station, almost suppressing. Nipebi or party him. You better show the bear man or party him. Now, this is a story I want us to talk about. What you say? I compare kwan na ye pe. Watch your wings. They be an check my wings. Yani Kennedy for no. Yet said the dear Drogba. We shall non kwan say. I compare kwan na ye pe. I watch your wings. Watch your wings. I compare kwan na ye pe. We Kennedy ni now shall Kennedy ni a. O say. Didier Drogba no no. I compare kwan na ye pe. Free and fair, and we don't want to fight anybody. You also have a bear man on try BB. Now, Mahamudu Bawumia Akasa. Dr. Bawumia pledges to unite all contenders after NPP primary, securing 2028 victory. Yes, Bawumia say, "Onwo wini wiya. Na almost sini pe wiye no. Omo wiye no. Abotuo abo party mawie no owi obeka obi abom ba omi agency nyina ye jim wonim tantan wonim sa doa Mahmoud ba omi ase ono de onkasenti obi ondidi atem enti sesia no momi ankoto aba na menwiem na executives na omota omi nyina time chi no ye wiem register na ye biem no ye wiem ye wia na omo ne me call competition na ya tete omo nkofo ye di omatam egu omo fi no ye wia me de me ndi obi atam ti me wia na masako kan omo abo ate sem ponche no ma be di me chi ne makodi president abo toriwa ye ti kroma ana Mahmoud Bawumia nkwara omo di ne chi endo me bobi kire mu a whole spokesperson for Bawumia oba also a doctor o se Ken Agyapong wa bodam na adwene nsisi so yatia ena branti a ne sisu nyina no esoro de nyina enye papa sa akoka no obo ne se esoro de ne betu me na me catch am swearing so oya bema onso ne sisu esoro de no wusu ne sei koka wo se de no nam ho no na kwasia we kwatena radio so edidi Ken Agyapong atam say ye bie na adwene so Mahmoud Bawumia nkasa countless insult and attacks on Ken Agyapong's person. Ever seen there, Kennedy responded obia. A typical example ni aponchina ne sister the ejina so etu si so no. Or say oya bono regional chairman no. Aponchi ba no. Wakan sam Mahmoud Bawumia and the Shenechi. He has never mounted any stage to say, hey, I know you people support me. I know you people want me to become flag bearer. I am begging you. enough is enough. Enough of the insult. Bawumia ntimi mbie na no enkasa say sa entwaboa na omudi ne chi no atenie na omudi Kennedy respond no omunjai Mahamud Bawumia concert man we say ye Jimmy. Riffraffs, dirty people, ignorant fools in the NPP today because of politics. Because Bawumia, the wife Samira, or no na handle Bawumia se koliko. Ain't what Samira wants is what Bawumia would do. Nensako kromotisha Bawumia to, and na onu ne tote sedek alewa sha Bawumia to. Into oya nensase na Bawumia sa. Samere de nensako kromotie wura Bawumia to, or de nensako kromoti. Samere, Samere, or the Nsako Krobotue, and what I say, and I say, and the Uraba Umiatu, and oh yes, and about Umiesa. Nansa also or the cancer, Emma Akumato Yemuno, on Tuminka, if you say, Nairina am manipulating what he has to do. Mahmoud Bawumia and to me, and take it one day and say, Obia officially, Wejina Radio, so TV, so on Facebook, Akasa o campaign, Mameno, Mama Wanuntia Ken Agyapong, but this clown. Et mi jina TV so ka say I say omu di Ken Agyapong atemu wie atene ni mfiri menum say omu yeya ni wie omu gu ne ho fi wie na ye bo ne nkofo wie a because emfiri menum nti enya me na me ye be wie a mesa ma Kennedy abedi mechi sa aboa na makopre akonya Bawumia hu MPP fo so mu agimi Samere ode intosua kanensa ho say and ode asha Bawumia to and oye te sa alewa and Bawumia namna into to no ye say Samere Bawumia cannot take decisions as a man. Now when you be contest in the same political party na enkofo mu di wechi say omo support every day, every night, every morning they are denigrating a man you know has helped the party before. A man who has been an integral member of the party, he might have his own flaws, which every day I will say. But how do you leave these your dogs? How do you leave this your filthy munafikis, dirty riffraffs to every single day be denigrating this man? And you turn around to say, Kennedy, I'm not making you into me, we are. Mi wie mu wie a mi wie sika ni wie a na ma frau Kennedy aboa na we dimichi akofre power na wo yere Samere e de nsa ahye woto na onunu woto te sa lewa nti ye jimi nti ne nyina so edi wechi akodi power munafiki me akọ. Nobody can distract me. In this job, I know the psychological part, I know the emotional part. Nobody in the MPP can distract me. What I want to do is what I do. Yeah. You people should not see me as a rookie or some new horn in this game. I've been in this game for long. It will take a lot of energy to distract me. I want Bawumia to understand. You cannot take us for granted. Nipa bi amudi Kennedy chino, almost wo ma, almost wo integrity, almost wo feelings, almost wo ayrenom, almost a deserve respect. Na won kan unwan no ngwa bontin mo mun kodi atem. Na won begina nka say media mi ndi atem. Inti mi wie a omo ayakọ say omudin no. Me de omo nyina beba together na mo beba me. Ene me yere Samere akodi president na Kennedy oyetwaboa Kennedy wajimifo na nkofo na omo bibia to odi Kennedy echi say your party yamwa na kebima min kebi nkoye na yento aba na yanyi panyini endi enim no oyi so mo yankwasiafo na omo di wo ba obi echi no wan na wo mu a ochen omo di Kennedy echi inya MPP for why should it be like that? Abronya to me tina TV's Facebook akwa ne hu fin hwane se ase oba na otumi kesi abronya ma de eche no wo oba no obetuma kesi koto obetuma kesi otwen oba oni abronya de ma de eche se ma fe na no wo sa oba no obetuma dibini hwe nipa no hwe na no hwe ne num na oba da ho se me ni we ada sorry me de manu atua na no e se wo de wanu atua ofuito hwe ne num na akwa we tumi tina Facebook Adentra, you political party, Mamingu Kennedy Hufi, without any evidence, not a single document. Not a single document to say, Sakra Tawe na Chese Kennedy Abua, Kennedy Kronfo, not a single document. Why? And you Bawumia look on and sa ofui etuwe or no partner woman or your regional chairman onye a mere party communicator sa ofui tono abronya na the num se ofui tono or your party regional chairman or se odiwechi. You want to tell me you've not heard it? Or you Samere obeso chem somanti, and you people are enabling mad people in the name say party no danko for dia ye Kufuor don't for until we will suppress the strategy Kufuor edi Paula Foko edi ria party no sika edi making sure so we win flag bearer no. That is the same 4-4-2 formation you want to play. Jimmy, you think the party belongs to you? You people think say the party Diana. So today you want to hijack the party. Free and fair elections. If Ken Agyapong is going to go down, he's not going to go down as a loser. He's not going to go down as somebody who was intimidated. He's not going to go down as somebody who was disrespected. Ken Agyapong is not going to go down as a fool. He is going to fight to the last. And he will make sure the right thing is done. I have my problems with him. When I meet him, I'll deal with him. But as I speak now, the NPP needs free and fair elections. It's either Kennedy gets free, fair elections or we collapse the party. It's fact. Because we cannot hand the party over to you people who think, say, the party is a bona fide property. No. The NPP is going to be in opposition for 42 years. It does not matter who leads it. But as far as it's a democratic party, the elections are supposed to be free and fair. Bawumia ko Kumasi. Nobody came to meet Bawumia, and he gave the excuse. He said, "Oh, was because of Asante Hema's funeral." Obua. Nobody met Bawumia. The Kumasi people rejected him. Almost in a whole bong, and in quotes, a whole bong or a politician on kind of kore. Inti yenu anama Sante for MPP for ehu omuso omumbi ejimino omukura enete. He gave the excuse to say, "Oh, Oko Kumasino, the reason why the people didn't meet him was because Nana Hima, Nana Hima, Ade, na Oba, no, Nana Hima, Omurada. Now, when him Nana Hima, Oba. Bawumia, Ogin so Nimyan Sachen Ubia.